today is going to be
Paula, are you there?
You have muted yourself.
Sorry about that. So hi everyone, it's Paula again. So this morning our subject is going to be explode your vision. So who is ready to explode their vision in their Juice Plus business? Please put into the in the chat if you're ready to go. We've got some major exciting things going on coming up in Juice Plus. We've got our convention in 2 weeks time. That is just going to blow us all away. We've got some of you are going to the Rhino Tenerife retreat, which will be absolutely amazing. I'm not going, but that will be, looks absolutely amazing. We've got today's coffee success training, which will be absolutely amazing when you see the lineup. And also we've got our new products as well. We've got our amazing new salted caramel. You can't see me, but I've got mine right here. And honestly, it is absolutely delicious. If you haven't tried it, you really must try it. Anyway, guys, let's get started. So this morning we've got, as I said, an amazing lineup, and we're starting with our fantastic Sue Worrell, who's an NMD in the business. She's been a nutritionist for over 30 years, running clinics in Cardiff and London, and taking Juice Plus for over 17 years. And she's going to be talking today about our star products. Sue, are you there?
I am here.
Okay,
Shall
great.
I screen share?
Pardon?
Can I screen share? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, can everybody see that? Yes? Somebody say yes? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, I've got 15 minutes and I've got tons to tell you. So what I try to do with these in the coffee morning is give you all a bit of extra. That extra bit that might clinch a sale for you, that might relate to a problem or a health issue that people have. And I'm going to try and go through. You can read about the product yourself to a certain extent, but I want to give you that bit extra. This is just me. I'm 75 almost. Not that I'm accelerating that. I'm almost 75. I don't feel any different now to what I did right before my 60th birthday. I was active then. I'm still active now, and loving life and want to carry on loving life. And for us, Juice Plus is amazing to do just that. Why isn't it moving on? Hang on a second. Lost my. Right, sorry. Okay, so our environment is more toxic than ever. We've got everything seeping into our waters. We've got air pollution, everything going on in this world, and plenty of other problems as well with money and stress. All these chemicals attack us every day. We've never needed Juice Plus more. Our biggest threat to our health, with particularly things like heart disease, obesity, some cancers, some of the major things, is our processed food. It is getting more and more processed. I believe that Pret a Manger just launched a new artificial meat for their sandwiches. We don't know what it does to us, and we know already that processed food is killing us and causing diseases. So we want to get away from them, and we want to help our body repair from them, and we want to give our body the best it can to do the best it can for us. So we've got complex, amazing bodies that will take more care of our cars than our bodies. And we try to fast track all the time and to cheat things. So you have to work with the body. And that's one of the reasons I absolutely love Juice Plus, is it works with the body. And they go on making it better and better and better. So dieting quickly doesn't work, because you end up with the toxins floating around. It impairs your immune system, makes you feel rubbish. And so you need to cleanse. We need all these things, and this is a Juice Plus slide. That's the other thing I love, is that the Juice Plus company, along with their products, promote the whole health, way of life to get this optimal health. So we're constantly being told we need more fruits and vegetables. And the longer it goes on, the more fruits and vegetables we need. It's like an ongoing race, because our vegetables are picked too soon, travel too far, stored too long, and they're depleted. So we know from, never mind the Juice Plus, we know what fruits and vegetables do to begin with. Property said, if our doctors don't become nutritionists, then our nutritionists will have to become the doctors. And you are nutritionists, all of you. The more you learn about Juice Plus, the more you learn about what's in it, what it does to the body, you are becoming nutritionists yourself. So all these major problems, I'm not going to read them out, are a result of not eating the right food or not eating enough of the right food particularly. And by putting Juice Plus in, we are doing the best we possibly can because there's no other product on the market to touch it. So isn't that lovely? That's not a British salad. And Juice Plus gives us food that looks like that. So we say, some people say we need 5 servings a day in the UK. We don't. We need actually 10 to 15 is the health regulation now. It says 7 to 13 here, but that varies all the time. But we need as much as we possibly can. And we need it from Nature's Pharmacy, run by farmers with an F, not a PH. And that's what Juice Plus does as well. It puts in real food, great food, healthy food that is not filled with pesticides and herbicides and is grown as pristinely as possible. So when we feed this into our body over a matter of weeks, our body will accept changes much easier. We become addicted to the things that are in the foods we're eating. And if they're processed foods, if we can put nutrition in first, that really makes a difference. And this is why Juice Plus products work from the first day you have them. So even in their flagship product, fruit, veg, and berries, they take care all the time. In the recent years, they changed the to mango from the papaya because the world's supply of papaya is not very good. I've just come back from Barbados. They didn't have papaya. They said it was terrible. So that's really interesting. Juice Plus are ahead of the game in replacing that. So we get the best possible combinations. Now, what I'm going to mention today, what I'm going to harp on about today is synergy, because the Juice Plus products are all designed amazingly well to work with each other. And if you take one, it does amazing things. If you take another one, they work together to make that combination, that result, even more amazing. So you can read about this, and the most important part of the Juice Plus capsules range is this made from Pulilan. Pulilan is fermented tapioca, completely vegan, better oxygen barrier than the old gelatin product, which most capsules still use, and is breaks down very easily in the body and is completely innate, doesn't harm anything. And that's a great thing. The oxygen barrier makes a big difference. In the past, when they tried, the tiniest bit of air and moisture can start the thing oxidizing. So this is the best invention in the last 10 years ever. And the company that make the capsules did it for Juice Plus. Juice Plus said, if you make us a vegetarian capsule, we'll buy from you. And then when they did, they said, now we want you to make it available for oils as well. So our flagship product is untouchable by anything else. The most important thing is we've got better quality fruit and veg. We don't buy it in, and we grow it pristinely. And the second thing is we've got more of it in each capsule. There are lots of videos out there. You ought to watch them all. This guy, Manfred Lamprecht, is a brilliant guy at translating it from being sciencey to being down with our level, whatever we can understand. And it tells you and explains why having this ingredient in it, why this ingredient being active, and why a marker for this ingredient makes a difference. So carry what I've said about that now all through the other products. And if I speak to someone and they can't afford all the products or they're not sure about them, the one thing I will always go for at the end is to just get them the berries as a basic. Absolute basic is the berries, because it does so much. And the one thing it does is a 30% reduction in mortality rates, and much better than any other artificial pill or drug they've tried to make. And it increases the microcirculation. So it gets whatever we're putting in there, all the nutrients to the place it's needed to go. We seem to eat enough micronutrients, but not macronutrients, but not micronutrients. Sorry, that's wrong. Macronutrients, protein, carbs, etc. But we need more micronutrients, and that's what Juice Plus does as well. It also helps with the macronutrients, that I'll tell you a bit later. So why do we know ours is the best than anyone else? Because we have more studies than anything else. No one else has got the number of studies that we have, or the caliber of the studies, or the fact that the results they give are directly relatable to how our body works to keep us healthy. You can look these up, they're readily available. They're ongoing, apparently there's 40 now. I need to catch up on those. I haven't had time, but I will catch up on them soon. And I will be doing many presentations that you can get hold of on different things as this end of the year goes and the new year starts. So our products are untouchable for science and what they do, and we can prove what they do. The other thing is we have top certification. There's a lot of products on the internet where they have no certification at all and no guarantee from all the different countries in the world that have got different quality markers. But we've got Institute Fresnes, which is the top certification. We've also got something that's stopped now, the Children's Health Study, which is the biggest health study ever. And there are very, very few studies on children. It's an amazing study. And the facts that they finished up with, they stopped it because of GDPR. The facts it ended up with are still very relevant. So go and learn about the Healthy Starts program and how it can help you with your business and how it can help families get the children and everybody else involved. And there are loads of recipes now, and Juice Plus has got really good at providing the extra bits around it that you can use on social media and when you're meeting people and to talk about it. So go into macronutrients then. Complete range is still amazing. I wouldn't be without the soups. I use it as thickener, I use it in casseroles, put it in as extras all the time. It's processed, yes, but it's minimally processed. It doesn't damage what's inside. So the great, they're particularly good for sports people or people on the run. And the complete is fantastic. It's low glycemic load, and the sugars are oligosaccharides. It provides oligosaccharides, which are really integral to cell regeneration and building. And so don't look at the markers of sugar. It doesn't compare with a bar of chocolate or anything else. It is made to go in this product with the other ingredients, and it's so high in fiber, it's completely slowed down as well. So we need sugar for energy, but we don't need an excess that goes in too fast. And this does exactly that. It goes in slowly, provides the energy, provides cell building, but it doesn't get us storing fat. As I said, the bars are great. They're easy to keep in your pocket. They're brilliant for golfers. I work with a lot of top golfers, like ice hockey players lately. They use it before they go on, use it when they go off, because they go on and off the ice all the time, and particularly golfers. So brilliant for that. The soups, as I said, they're great in a flask. I put them in my grandchildren's, and my daughter puts them in my grandchildren's flask of soup in the winter. And they live in Scotland, and it's really good. It gives them extra proteins. The vegetables and fruits in there are brilliant. It's 248 calories, including the milk. I don't use dairy milk myself. That's up to you. I use oat milk or coconut milk mostly. And if you want to use coconut milk with anything savory, just put a bit of black pepper with it. It takes the coconut taste away. So delicious soups, and got lots of other uses besides just soup. The boosters are, and they're really good for reducing cholesterol, actually, the boosters, because of this glucomannan, which is really, really high soluble fiber. But go and read about that. The green tea is a caffeine, but if you're okay with caffeine, it's better than the caffeine you get in coffee, which is highly processed. It does give you a bit of a buzz, and the oat oil then gives you sustenance, so you feel fuller for longer, alongside the glucomannan, which is the fiber. So I'm going to do a little bit extra on this today, because I'm so excited about the new omegas. Is anyone on from Ireland? I'm so jealous, or the Nordic countries. Our omegas are fantastic, and the base information that we've already got stands completely. They are, they've got all the EPA and DHA and ALA we need for the things like sight, heart, bone building, everything, and energy. The best bit about it is that they take their omega-3 from the plants that the fish use to get their omega. So we're not interrupting our oceans, we're not depleting our fish stock, and the quality of the omega-3 we're getting is fantastic. So this is what it looks like. It's called schizoquitrin. Don't worry about the name. It's grown outside the oceans. It's not easy to grow. It's expensive to grow, but it's the best quality vegan omega-3 you can get. So just a bit about the new one. The new omega coming along will have vitamin D as well. And most vitamin D3s you find, I always tell people when you buy vitamin D3 from a chemist or a Holland and Barrett type place, you need to have vitamin D3 with K2, because the way the vitamin D, you absorb the vitamin D in the drops and everything, it can get you calcium in your bloodstream, and you don't want that deposited in your arteries. You want it taken up with K2, clearing it out for you. This D3 is a vegan D3. Most D3 comes from sheep lanolin, the lanolin from their wool. This isn't, it's a vegan source and very, very absorbable and usable. So fantastic. Zinc has got amazing properties. I mean, that was one of the things they had said. I took it when the COVID was around. I took vitamin D3 and zinc and a couple of other things along with Juice Plus. But now we can get these two inside our omegas. How amazing is that? And lutein's in the other one as well. It's a phytonutrient from marigolds. Really, really important thing in our protecting our body against cancers and our sustaining good health. Lycopene is the same. It's in tomatoes, and it's a great source of lycopene. And this is going to be in the new one. Now, when they produce this new one, they produce it in a rush, but they had the very best people to do it. And it was a fantastic team. So what they found is every one of these ingredients is enhanced by the other one. And if you match this up with the other products, particularly things like Perform for sports people, and then with the fruit, veg, and berries, they do different things. They each enhance the other. So it multiplies the effect by 10 times or so. I'm saying 10 times, I don't know exactly how many times, but it does multiply that effect. And I'll be doing a better presentation on this one. I think it's due in the UK in the early spring. Now, when we talk about Juice Plus anywhere, we have to be very careful what we say, because the big pharma is watching us every minute of the day, and we do not want our company damaged. So this is what we can say at the moment. The DHA helps maintain normal brain function, vision. The EPA and DPA contribute to heart function. And there's enough in it to do all that, and it works together. But look at the other things we can say. And now it has an effect on happy aging. How wonderful is that? That this combination actually helps you age happily. You don't get as much aches and pains and your health deterioration quickly. Really good, important for postmenopausal or menopausal women as well. And we can now say that it does actually help hair, teeth, nails, and skin. We can actually say that because we know it does from the research already done and from what's in the new omegas. So let's really look out for that. Unbelievable. Cheers, Uplift. It's my drug of choice. I miss a day with Uplift. I love it. About 11 in the morning. I'm having mine early today. It's got all the amazing B vitamins. It's made from brilliant ingredients. I never dreamt it would be this good. I don't know why I doubted Juice Plus, but I thought it was going to have some kind of sugar boost or some kind of caffeine. And it's got all these B vitamins. You can look them up. They're all listed in the back office if you go through the project information. And all of these do different things. A lot of these very important in menopause for women. So highly recommend this for anyone. And it's great if you take it in the morning. It beauty of it, it gives you long-lasting energy and long-lasting cognitive benefit. I've been looking at a project called Lion's Mane mushroom project. And I just took some out of curiosity, and my effect from Uplift 10 times more beneficial and much more rounded product as well. I like to have a look at other things now and then. So untouchable again, and also combining with the other things. If you take all the vitamins in the fruit and veg and the omegas, which I do, and then you boost it every day with all the B vitamins, which are depleting in our food and are hard to get them all every day, makes a huge difference. We know Juice Plus Company encourages all the exercise. We know exercise makes a huge difference. So Perform is now an essential part of what I do. I've got my personal trainer back. For people who know me and my personal trainer, I'm training with James Knight again now, and I'm taking this more often. It's a brilliant product. Again, I'm not going to run out of time, so I'm not going to read it all through, but the important thing is about the soy, because you always get asked about the soy. So the soy protein is proven to be highly digestible. It contains the 9 essential amino acids, and soy is safe for both women and men. And the way they process their soy makes it much more expensive than the cheap soy you see in other things around. So it's water washed for a start. It's made with non-GMO ingredients. That's hard to source these days because there's so much of it GMO. And it's got this responsible soybean standard program, which means it takes this nasty protein extract thing in there, which people were complaining about. So it's such a clean soy and minimally processed to get it like that. It's still intact as a plant product and works fabulously well for us. So that's me. If you've got any questions, put it in the chat. I built a platform, and many of you are members. It wasn't doing what we needed it to do. I spent the last 4 months making a bigger platform and a better one. So it's going to be filled with information now. So if anyone wants to join, it's completely free. It's made for all health practitioners. That's the link. I'll put it in the chat. We'd love to have you in there. Thanks very much.
Can I pee, or is there stuff down the toilet? Can I pee, or is there stuff on the toilet?
Hi, thank you, Sue, so much. That was absolutely incredible as always. I've got my video back so you can see me now. So sorry about that earlier. So yeah, Sue, you were, please put in the chat what your top takeaways from Sue were just then. I mean, I've just taken so many notes there. I can't even pick them out of, just how fantastic. But I just think, like, whenever I listen to Sue, I just think she just explains it. Could everyone mute themselves, please, just so that we can not hear? That's great. Thank you. So just the quality of our products, and I always feel so blessed that I'm taking them. As I know I feel blessed every single day because I love the benefits, but when I hear Sue talking and then she just really dissects all the goodness and everything, I just think I'm so happy. And who is excited for the new omegas? I just can't wait for them. The happy aging ones. I love that. Anyway, so a big thank you to Sue. And then we've got our next special guest. We've got Claire Black, who's an IMD in the business. And Claire is from Surrey. And she is a mum and a stepmom of 5. So her brood keeps growing. She joined the business in 2014 and she's never looked back. And she is in the Juice Plus business and has enabled her to leave her 9 to 5 and be a stay-at-home mum since 2015, which is absolutely incredible. And Claire today is going to be talking about creating the mindset for success. Are you there, Claire?
I am. Thank you so much. Can I just say I'm definitely stopping at 5 children. That is enough. There are no more happening in this house, so you don't need to change that bio ever. And thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited, actually. I feel like I'm going to bring a little bit of woo-woo to the call very early on, so I hope you guys enjoy this. And I'm excited because mindset is definitely one of my most favourite topics, not least because 9 years ago, my mindset was just awful. I had no routine in my life. My life was very chaotic. I was the kind of girl who'd have bad weeks and bad months. And negativity just seemed to follow me everywhere. My idea of self-development was reading Heat magazine on my lunch break. Like, I had no clue how to grow my mindset. And then I found Juice Plus, and I was introduced to this amazing world of self-development, and I just really fell in love with growing myself. And you're probably thinking, you know, what I'm going to show you, what has it got to do with building business? It actually, what we do and how we get our energy right has everything to do with business. And I really believe that mindset's the only thing that separates us from, you know, the people that are winning in the business to the people who maybe aren't. If you think about it, we all have the same product, we all have the same compensation plan to follow, but it's actually our thoughts and belief patterns that differ. And that's exactly what mindset is, right? So it's our thoughts and belief patterns that determine our success and how we cope with life's challenges. So I really want you to understand, though, whilst we are speaking about mindset, your energy really contributes to that. So you want to think about your audience, your market, your team, your potentials, your friends, your family. Like, literally everyone is going to feel your energy, and this is why we really need to work on it. So it doesn't actually matter what your mindset's like right now, by the way, because like our business, the beauty of what mindset is and the beauty of what our business is we can pick it up and transform it at any time, which is why I love developing myself. So today I'm going to show you a few things that I do on a regular basis. I like to call them little rituals, just little ways that you can boost your mindset, and they can fit into like really busy lifestyles. As you heard, I have 5 children. I very rarely get 5 minutes to myself. So these are really quick ways to help boost your mindset. Now, I've created a presentation. Forgive me, it's very colourful. It looks like one of my kids has done it, but hopefully you'll be able to see it in a second. I just need to be able to share the screen. So how do I do that? Let me have a little look. Not very technical. Share screen. Here we go. Just let me know if you guys can see this okay. Can you guys see that? There we go. Are we on? The power of mindset. Brilliant. Okay, so we talk a lot about having a really healthy physical diet, but I actually think having a healthy mental diet is so much more important. But how do we create one? Now I'm just going to move my little box. You can't see this because I can't actually see the full screen myself. First and foremost, this comes from making a decision, guys. You really need to decide and commit to developing yourself, and having a non-negotiable routine. Is somebody unmuted? Could you just mute yourself, my loves? Sorry. Having a non-negotiable routine. We need to create a routine that's sustainable. So I used to do the miracle morning, and I am a massive fan of the miracle morning. How Elrod absolutely changed my life and really changed my mindset. I used to get up at 5 o'clock every morning. I'd do my run, I'd do all my self-development, I'd even do dishwasher and whatnot before anyone else in my house had woken up. However, I now have a 7-month-old baby who does not like to sleep, so 5 o'clock does not work for me. So I've created a routine that's really flexible. So what I'm about to show you, you can fit into the nooks and crannies of your day, like our business. So it's all very well and good saying, I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock, but if that doesn't work for you, make a routine that you can sustain. And then definitely get some self-awareness, like having a positive mental diet, super important. Self-awareness, like being really honest with yourself, and what your current mindset's like right now. Like, what are you letting affect it? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Is it having a positive or a negative impact on you? And what can you do to change that? I really believe that mindset starts with us, right? It always starts with us, it ends with us. We have to remember we have the power to change our mindset, right? We get to control what happens up here, and our actions and our thought processes are what's going to create a really healthy mindset. So let me see if I can flick the page. There we go. So how to create a positive mental diet. So I'm going to talk you through. I've picked out 8 things which I love to do on a daily basis. And it might seem like, oh my God, there's loads of things to do. But actually, you can really squeeze them into your day. So we've got practicing gratitude, affirmations, movement, meditation, eating right, visualization, music, and your social circle. I really believe all of these little parts are what are crucial to creating a really positive mindset. So let's start with gratitude. Now, I'm not going to lie, I could probably speak all day about this subject. It is like literally the most transformational thing I've ever done was find gratitude. Now, there's a guy and a woman actually called Esther Hicks and Abraham Hicks, and there's a really famous quote that they say is, as you think, you vibrate, and as you vibrate, you attract. Why working on our internal vibration is completely key. So in case you guys don't know, our bodies are made, I did tell you I was going to go a little bit woo-woo with this, so please stick with this. our bodies have got an internal vibration, which is magnetic. So when we have a really good vibration or a high vibration, we magnetize things on that frequency, which is why life generally goes really well when we've got a good vibe. And when we're on a low vibration, we start magnetizing things on the same frequency, which is why the me 9 years ago, because I wasn't practicing any gratitude, I wasn't doing any self-development, I was constantly in a bad low vibe. I kept having things happening to me all the time. And I now know that I was attracting all that by the things that I wasn't doing, if that makes sense. So gratitude is an amazing way to raise your internal vibration. It's really good to bring inner peace as well. When you start your day with gratitude and you come to your day like calmly and peacefully, everything else is like a ripple effect. Everything else has a knock-on effect from that. And like I said before, my life was really chaotic before. I would get up in the morning, literally a bit like Dolly Parton, I'd stumble to the kitchen, pour myself, it wasn't a cup of ambition, it was a cup of strong coffee. And I was just really irritable every morning. And then that would have a knock-on effect because I'd probably be snappy with the kids and I'd be snappy with my husband, then he'd snap back at me, and then that would continue throughout the day. Now, however, when I start my day with gratitude, because I'm counting my blessings, I feel good. And because I feel good, I'm actually being really nice to everybody and everyone's reacting completely different to me. So bringing inner peace has a massive, massive knock-on effect to the rest of your household and in turn the rest of your day. And gratitude also really changes your perspective. So it's really important to understand that instead of living in lack, we need to live in what we've got so we can bring more in, right? So the more you live in gratitude, the more you'll start attracting stuff to be grateful for. So how I practice gratitude, I literally just pick 5 things every single morning and I write down what I'm thankful for. I do different things every single day. And then I also, at the end of my day, when I'm in bed, I mentally scroll back through my day and think, right, I'm going to pick one thing that I'm really grateful for. But actually what I do when I'm scrolling back is I'm actually picking out loads of things I'm grateful for, but I just have to choose one. So I'm like building up that gratitude bank. So I'm like bookending my day. So I'm starting my day with gratitude and I'm ending it with gratitude. And honestly, it's a really simple practice to get into. I could speak forever on that, but I know I don't have forever on this call. So I'm going to leave it at that with the gratitude. But honestly, if you don't practice gratitude yet, please look into it. I'm going to give you some recommendations at the end of this presentation, but it will change your life. The next thing is affirmations. So why choose affirmations? So affirmations are statements, like positive statements that can help you overcome negative thoughts. Okay, so what we think becomes, I'm a massive believer in this, and whether you realize it or not, you are constantly, consciously and subconsciously manifesting your life with what is going on up here. Okay, so it's really important to become aware of how we speak about ourselves. So when we speak about ourselves negatively, I can't do this, I can't do that, or I'm rubbish at this, that's an affirmation. And what we think becomes, if you think that, that is what's going to continue to happen. So affirmations are a really, really simple way to retrain our brain, give some motivation and self-belief, and really switch up our thought processes. So it does feel really weird. First of all, I felt like, all right, plonker when I use that word when I first started doing affirmations. However, very quickly I started to notice how my mindset had shifted using affirmations. So again, really important to create a routine that works for you with affirmations. You don't have to say them out loud, guys, by the way, because I know that's what probably puts a lot of people off doing them. We have to remember, thoughts come before feelings. Thoughts create the feelings. So you don't need to feel them, you don't need to say them, you just need to think them. So creating a routine, for me, I use all my little moments in my day when my brain is idle. As I said, really, really busy mum, so that is very few and far between, but getting in the shower and doing my makeup, blow drying my hair, and normally when I'm in the car, they are kind of the 4 points of my day when I do my affirmations. And I've been doing them that long now. When I step my foot into my shower every single morning, automatically my brain kicks in with my affirmations. So find points in your day where you know that you can quickly recite a few affirmations, and you can build on them as you go along. I'm going to give you some examples in a minute, but motivation and self-belief, affirmations are really, really going to build that up for you. I promise you, it's impossible not to feel amazing after bigging yourself up for 10 minutes, trust me. So I have just written a little list here of a few example affirmations. Now I say, oh, hold on, I just gone back. How do I make that go back? Oh, there we go. I've gone ahead of myself. Sorry about that. I'm trying to move. My little camera of where everyone is keeps going across all my writing. Sorry about that. So example affirmations. So These are quite generic, but I thought they're quite businessy based, so please feel free to screenshot. So we've got, I am incredible, I am unstoppable, I am worthy of success, I always win, I always do my best, I am an amazing leader, I have what it takes, I'm always attracting customers, I'm always attracting new team members, and I embrace every challenge and opportunity. Now, when you repeat that over and over, I would always recommend like picking maybe 5 to 10 affirmations and repeating them 5 to 10 times, and then that will be your job lot. Then you can do them again in the afternoon, do them again in the evening. But you can exaggerate and elaborate on those as well. I do affirmations for every different area of my life as well. So this doesn't just have to stick to business. You know, when we're building our mindset, like build your mindset for everything, not just for business, because you will show up in every single area of your life better. But I've literally just done these affirmations kind of from a business sense, but you can do them for money, you can do them for your body, you can do them for love, you can do them for your social circle, whatever. Just if we've got any other mums on this call, I absolutely love doing my affirmations with my little boy. We do body affirmations in the shower, and we have a magical rock which we squeeze when he's thankful for something. He'll say, "Mummy, let me get my rock," and he'll say thank you, and he'll squeeze his rock. And it's just a really, really beautiful practice to encourage your children to do. So what I would say to you guys now is I'm going to give you a little challenge. When you get off this call or some point over the weekend, really sit down and have a think about how you speak to yourself. Like, what negative statements are you constantly affirming? And create yourself 10 affirmations and start doing them. Like I said, it does feel weird when you first start doing them. Honestly, it really does. But now it's just so natural to me to do them. So really create some really happy, healthy, positive statements that you can implement following on from this call. So I'm going to quickly whiz through these because I've obviously got another 6 to do. Just some other ways to really boost your mindset. One of them is definitely movement. Now, you do not need to be a gym bunny or a marathon runner or whatever. Movement is movement. We just want to be creating those good endorphins to make our energy feel right. And it's especially important when we wake up in the morning. Like, you imagine when you're asleep at nighttime, your internal energy is stagnant, it's stale, it's laying there. We need to wake that up. So even just like a gentle stretch is perfect. Jumping up and down on the spot, you'll be awake in minutes, I promise you. Whether that's going for a run, going for a walk, like in the middle of your day, just to rejig your energy around. If you're feeling a bit flat and a bit tired, movement is perfect for that. And this will really boost your mindset as well. Nothing like a bit of fresh air and getting out amongst trees and fresh air to really boost your mindset. Next tip is meditation. I am definitely one of those people who is like, I am too busy up here to even think about meditation. Like, my brain is just 100 miles an hour when I sit there. And actually still now when I do a meditation, my brain is like, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? Have I done the PE kits for tomorrow? Who needs a pack? Like my brain still works like that. However, meditation is so amazing for really just chilling you out, recentering yourself, refocusing, making you calm, and again, coming at life in a calmer mindset. And when you come at life in a calmer mindset, I promise you everything else goes on from that. Now, I definitely don't have 45 minutes to an hour every single day to do a meditation. But again, at the end of this presentation, I've got some recommendations. I have an amazing app where you can find 5-minute meditations. Even if you can just squeeze 5 minutes in every single day, you'll see a massive improvement. And you know what? It's just practice makes perfect. Now, yes, I still do get thoughts floating in and out of my head, but they float in and then they float out, and I feel great afterwards. So I would really recommend, even if you think you can't meditate, there's no right or wrong way to do this. There is literally just your way to do it. And so long as you switch off for 5 minutes and you kind of rebalance yourself, that's all you need to do. The next thing, which I think is actually quite obvious, but some people don't realize it, like food really affects how we feel. We're very fortunate to be in the industry where, you know, we should be living a really clean and healthy lifestyle the majority of the time. I'm very 80-20, but I really notice how food affects my mindset. When I eat rubbish, I feel rubbish. So it's really important, if you find that your mindset, you're in a bit of a funk, please check your diet. Are you nourishing yourself enough? Are you drinking enough water? Are you taking those products? Because sometimes we forget, sometimes we think, oh, it's okay, I'm just going to eat that little bit of whatever that's not too good for me. And then that spirals, and that has that knock-on effect, but in a negative way. So really look at what you're eating if you're finding your mindset isn't the greatest. And it's true, like in the morning when I come back from having a run, I make my shake and I feel like I can take over the world. We've got an amazing product to boost our mindset, so make sure we're using those, and obviously sharing that in our stories too. The next one is visualization. So very much like mindset, I was one of those people who go, oh, I'm not very visual, I can't picture things. But you can bet your bottom dollar I am definitely one of those people. If I was going somewhere and I was a little bit nervous about it, I'd create scenarios in my head where I'd be like, oh my God, and like the worst case scenario, and it would play over and over and over again. Listen, if you can do that, you're definitely visual. So what I would recommend to you is really create a little mini movie, and every day just take 5 minutes, guys. Everything we're doing can literally be done in 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes to just play that movie. Play the movie where you're winning at life. Play the movie where you are up on stage getting recognition. Play the movie where you're watching your team getting their recognition. Play the movie where you're opening the key to your brand new house or getting in your brand new car. Like feel it, like think it, feel it. If you can believe it, if you can see it, and you can believe that it can happen to you, then you can absolutely achieve it. So the visualization is a really good one to start learning to get into. Like I said, takes 5 minutes. The next tip I would say is music. Pretty obvious, really. We all know what it's like when one of our favorite song comes on and we're like, oh my God, I love this song. And like, even now, even thinking about my favorite songs, like my energy and my excitement, this is when I'm like this, when I'm in this energy, which is what all these things do, because I've done all this morning, I show up good. Like my posts are great. Like I speak to people, I want to smash my business. And this is why things like music, visualization, meditation, movement, all these sort of things really will help you build your business. So if you find yourself being a little bit funky, I don't know what music you listen to, go and put it on, go and move that body. So tie 2 in 1, get your movement and your music together, jump up and down, have a little bit of a dance, just notice how different you are, and then go and attack your business. And then finally, we've got your social circle. Oh, this is so important. John says it all the time. We need to stick with those who are successful, like swim close to the fire. You become the people you spend the most time with, right? So you need to be spending time with people who are doing more, who are being more, who actually are more. And we are so lucky to be in a community where, you know, we are full of positivity. Like we have so much self-development. We have so many people cheering us on. It's really difficult when we have parts of our home life maybe that are a little bit more negative. It's difficult to shut that out, but that's the time you need to swim closer to the people that make you feel good. So it's really important to watch what you let affect up here, and that really includes your social circle. Just a few little must-dos to end the presentation on, just little things that I really think really work to boost your mindset. So training your brain to default to positive. Now, I would be lying if I said I don't get any negative thoughts, because of course I absolutely get negative thoughts. But what I do, I become very aware of those thoughts. So when I notice myself being a little bit negative, and you can tell when you're being negative because you can tell how you feel in your heart, right? You can tell when you get that anxiety in your chest. That shows that your thoughts are not being very positive. Okay, so when we know that our affirmations are working, when we know that our gratitude is working, it's when we know how we feel like in our heart. So when I feel a little bit worried, a little bit anxious, I'm like, okay, what have I been thinking about? Okay, let me think of 2 little positives so I can kind of counteract that. And generally I'll just keep thinking of positive things until that feeling goes away. Definitely look for the lessons and blessings in every situation. Sometimes we will have good and bad stuff happen, right? Great when the good stuff happens, not so great when the bad stuff happens. But actually, instead of dwelling in the, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Look for the lesson. Ask yourself, why is this happening for me? What is this trying to teach me? When you change that perspective and you switch that mindset around, you'll start to embrace things when they happen to you. And in business, honestly, I promise you, I've been in this business for 9 years. There are very, very high highs, but there can be really low lows. And it's really important to understand that this is what makes us, grow. So making sure that you're very aware and you're looking for the lessons and blessings in every situation is super important. Next tip is to be responsible. We have all been brought into this business by somebody, a sponsor, an upline, whatever you want to call them. But this business is your responsibility. Like how you show up is on you. You need to be focusing on what you can control, your effort, your energy, your commitment, your mindset. Like don't look at what you can't, like don't focus on what you can't control, focus on everything that you can control, and be responsible for that. Like your business is a golden ticket sitting there. If you work on your mindset strong and make it strong enough, there's no other option but to succeed with this. And then finally, trust in that process. Honestly, please, if you take one thing from this about your business, please embrace your journey. I can't tell you enough. We always tend to focus on the end result quite a lot, but actually I think the magic is in the middle bit. It's in the journey, and that's what a lot of people miss out, and they think it's stressful and they think it's hard. But when you're looking for those lessons and you're looking for those blessings, those little pieces, that's what's going to get you to your end result. So really trust that process and really, really embrace it. And then here we go. I've got some recommendations for you. So I mentioned the Miracle Morning. I might not be doing a Miracle Morning at 5 a.m. anymore, but I definitely do still have a Miracle Morning. It's an amazing book by a guy called Hal Elrod. His story is incredible. Please, if you have not read it, read it. But he also does an app. We've also got an amazing app called Insight Timer, which is perfect for anyone who meditates, and whether you're a beginner or not a beginner. You can actually filter, so you can say I've got 5 minutes and I'm feeling a bit anxious, so you type that in and it will bring up all 5-minute meditations for anxiety. You can type in I've got 20 minutes and I want to feel more positive, or I want to feel motivated, or maybe I need to sleep better, or maybe I've got food issues, or whatever it is you want. You type it in, you filter it to the time, and it will pick you out a meditation, and it's all guided, so it's somebody telling you what to do, which I'm all about that. So they're two amazing apps that I'd really recommend. Just some books / audibles, because definitely I don't always have time to read a book. So Audible, it's the best $7.99 I spend every single month. You get 1 free credit, so you get that if you don't have it. The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, if you haven't heard of The Secret, then I'm not too sure where you've been living this whole life. But The Magic is another one of Rhonda's books, which is amazing. And it's a step-by-step 30-day. That book transformed my whole life. So really recommend that. The Miracle Morning I've mentioned. E Squared by Pam Grau is for anybody who is really feeling the woo-woo side of this, because you get to test the universe. It's an amazing book. It's actually not written out E squared, it's E with a little number 2, by the way, when you're searching for it, but I didn't know how to do that for my presentation. And then the next one is The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. I'm obsessed with her. I listen to that one. Be very careful, because she does meditations while she drives. You might need to skip through that on the Audible so you don't crash. But it's an amazing book. And then just some people I follow on YouTube: Kim Velez, Bob Baker, Les Brown, Tony Robbins. Like, find people who inspire you. 10 minutes in the morning on YouTube is going to be enough just to literally kickstart your day. And then I'm just going to leave you with this before I finish, and it's one of my favorite quotes ever, and it's change your thoughts and you change your life. And I truly believe that. So thank you so much for having me on. I hope you've taken some value from that, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see lots of boosted mindsets after this. So thank you.
Oh, Claire, that was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Honestly, I mean, you could have just talked all day. Almost just like, I yesterday I was having some really negative thoughts, which isn't really like me. I'm usually quite on top of them. And I woke up this morning, I felt absolutely rubbish. So I did my affirmations, I did a meditation, and then I just pinged back into my kind of normal self. It just really worked.
Magic.
So please take notice of what Claire said and implement it into your daily life. And aren't we so blessed that we get all this as part of our Juice Plus business? And it'll help not just with your mindset, but with your business, your life, your absolutely everything. So thank you so much. And please, guys, please put in the chat a big thank you to Claire, and also your top takeaways as well. And she should write her own book. And do you have a guest, Claire?
I do. I'm really excited to showcase. Actually, I can't take credit for how amazing she is, because she's actually Joanne Clark's downline. She's one of the QNMD in my business, and she's absolutely wonderful. Her name's Kelly Golding. Let me try and find her. Oh, can I do that? Can I find her and then unmute her? Or... Oh, she's there. Yay. Amazing. Kelly, I'm going to leave it to you. Take it away to share your wonderful story. So how long you've been in the business, and a little bit about your product and business journey, darling.
Can you hear me? Yeah, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, babe.
Hi, so I'm Kelly. I'm a Yorkshire girl, been in the business 4.5 years now. It's like time has just gone crazy. QNMD. So I'm here today to tell you about my story. Thank you, Joe and Claire and everyone else for having me. So this is really exciting. So I just can't believe where the last 4 years have gone. Just a little bit about me. I started on the products back in April 18. I am a mum, I am a wife, I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for 15 years. Again, don't know where that's gone. And I've always been somebody who has struggled with my weight. I've tried everything going, and the products were introduced to me. And being a nurse, I was like, I needed to know a little bit of background about this before I even jumped on. So I had a look at them, and I started on the products, started seeing results, posting in the support group, and I was approached by my upline, who said, come on, what about the business? And instantly I was like, no, I'm too busy. I'm working every hour God sent. I was a single mom at the time, had no time to do this business. And yeah, I couldn't do it. I just didn't have the time. And then I kept watching and I thought, I saw people progressing and I thought, you know what, I am sick of having nothing in my bank account. I'm sick of going to the bank of dad every month. And I thought, you know what, why not just give it a go? So my upline signed me up. I didn't have the 50 quid at the time. I did not have the 50 quid. I had to actually work an extra shift as a nurse to get the 50 quid. Like, how crazy is that? So anyway, I found the 50 quid and I signed up. And it just rocketed. I hit my first promotion in 5 days, my second promotion in 12 days, and I was absolutely buzzing. I got my first wage. It was about 2 days before I actually went on holiday, and I was like, oh my God, this is actually real. And yeah, so I sat at, it's SP now, isn't it? It was STD back there, or was it the way around, whichever way it is. And I had my little boy. I met my husband, or now husband. We had our little boy just coming into summer 2019, and I remember being out walking him, and all these notifications came on my phone. I'd hit SC, and I was like, oh, what even is that? And you know what? When I first joined the business, all I wanted to do was get to SC, and I was absolutely buzzing that got there. So it was really working for me, and I was like able then to sort of grow my team, and people were sort of starting to believe in me a little bit more on social media. So come the end of 2019, Edinburgh convention, myself and my upline, we travelled up there, and that literally is the day when I just went, wow, and that convention genuinely changed my business, which then changed my life. Fast forward to 2020, obviously lockdown hit, COVID hit, and I was still working I'd been on mat leave, but I'd actually gone back at this point, but I was able to go back part-time. However, when COVID hit, I was like picking up those extra hours, still working my business, and I came off shift to find out I'd gone QSSC. So that was the end of March 2020, and then things from there just took off. Obviously, it was crazy time for the NHS, crazy time just for everybody in general, and I went from SC basically to QNMD in 5 months. It was just mental. It was absolutely life-changing. So since then, I've not had to work full time. I am back at uni doing a master's degree in nursing, so I am still working this around being a nurse. I'm in serious rebuild mode. I'm always in rebuild mode. The team are amazing. I just absolutely love what it's done for me, for my family, the friendships it's brought me, the memories that we've made, and yeah, I'm ready to drop the Q and go for NMD, and then I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going, and yeah, I'm ready to rock.
Oh, Kelly, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Just look at the passion in her. It's just amazing that you can do this around your family, and also around being a nurse as well. And you just can tell your passion in it. So who wouldn't want to be attracted to you in this business? Well done. Thank you so much for sharing. So now next we're going to move on to Shanton, who's SSC in the business and has been in the business for 5 years and does this alongside his full-time business, managing a big European call centre. Over the last few years, Shanton's business has had huge growth that has come with great bonuses with it. And Shanton today is going to be talking to us about working the marketing plan to make money. Are you there, Shanton?
Hey, morning. Can you hear me all right? I just want to say what an incredible lady Kelly is, working for the NHS through COVID and then coming home and helping people with their own health as well. I mean, there's no excuses. If you say there's no time in the day to work this business, just go speak to Kelly, because she'll be able to sort you right out. So just wanted to really touch upon the marketing plan. Sorry, struggling to get my words out here. So the marketing plan. So we heard some phenomenal promotions from Kelly in that last story. And the other side to the promotions, everyone focused on the promotions, but it's just as important to understand the actual marketing plan as well. And I know, and I'm sure all of us who've seen the marketing plan looked at it and saw lots and lots of big numbers, and we were like, doesn't make any sense to me. So picking up on what Claire was saying, that's that mindset and education, that almost self-teaching yourself, is so important. So I used to sit at the marketing plan and think, well, how am I going to get anywhere in this? I don't really get it. And it was really important for me that I sat down and understood what it was that I was signing up to. And I compared Juice Plus as a business to what I did for my own full-time job. So as we said, I work in a full-time arena. I'm managing a big European contact centre. That business that I work for is a £2.4 trillion business. But I know that no matter how well I do in that work, I'm only going to earn maybe £55,000, £60,000. So I sat down and I had a look at Juice Plus, had no idea what it was going to do for me. I knew what the top headline figures were, but had no idea what it would do for me on a month-to-month basis. So I sat down and I started having a look at it. And it's really, really important that everybody understands that this business can be life-changing. I've got my notes in my hand because I think it's so important that I have these around, because I don't want to miss anything on how I got to understand the marketing plan, simplified it, because I'm not a clever person. I never went to university. I just about scraped finishing secondary school. And it just shows that with that hard work and that motivation, you can get to where you want to be. So when I looked at this business and it's uncapped earnings, I was like, I'm up for this. No matter what, I'm all in. I'm definitely in this business. I'm going to give this everything I've got. And then they showed me the marketing plan. It was just over £119,000 worth of bonuses. Well, it is now. It was less when I first joined, but even still, £119,000 worth of bonuses and uncapped income. I was like, show me the money. Like literally, Jerry Maguire. I was so happy that I had an opportunity, because when I started this business, I was actually out of work. So this business was a lifesaver for me and my family. We just had our daughter. She was probably a couple of years old, struggling to pay bills, struggling to pay mortgage, struggling to pay nappies. So this business was literally a lifesaver. And as Kelly said, she knew that she had to work an extra shift to pay the £50 sign-up fee to be able to get to where she is today. I had to put mine on a credit card to be able to afford this business. And I'm now currently stood in my dream house. I'm actually decorating. Last time I did one of these calls for James, I was decorating. I'm decorating again. So these are the opportunities that obviously the business does afford you. And it came through massively in Kelly's story. You have to love the business. In order for the marketing plan to work for you, you've got to love the business. You've got to love the products. You've got to have that passion. Because if you don't, invariably, you'll just stop. I'm sure if Kelly didn't like nursing, she would stop and try and find something else. If I didn't like Juice Plus, I'm sure I would stop and I would try and find something else. But backed up with the fact that the products helped me lose a shared load of weight. I was a big boy. Alongside the healthy living, alongside the exercise, which Claire talked about, that puts you in a good mindset. Alongside the products, everything just fell into place. And that's where I started to see my business grow. So what I wanted to do actually to help with understanding the business was I actually sat my daughter down and I explained it to her how the business works. And she's like, I haven't got a clue. I don't understand what you're saying, Dad. And my thought process was, if I could get my daughter to understand the business, I can get anybody to understand how this business works and how you can really change your life. You can't do this on your own. You can make the life-changing decision to start on your own, but you can't actually grow your business if you don't understand the marketing plan and you really don't understand how you can earn that income. And I remember sitting there thinking, how do these top earners earn 10, 20, 25, 50,000 pounds a month? Because it's just me. And it's only when I started looking at it, trying to explain it to my daughter, that I realized that this is actually how we can actually do this. So I really want to break it down for you. And I hope, I understand it, my daughter understands it. If you guys are not sure, then obviously feel free to drop me a message afterwards, that's fine. But the way I looked at it was, if I sell 10 products in November, this month, I'm going to get paid November, December, January and February for 1 month's work. So that to me is a no-brainer. I'm getting, if I do my work in November, I'm getting paid right the way through to those credit card bills, which I'm sure are going to land the wrong side of Christmas. So that's how I looked at it. And I was like, okay, so fine. I'm literally getting paid for 1 month's work 4 times. I don't get that in my full-time job. So, you know, this was a no-brainer from my point of view. So then I looked at the business on the whole. How do I now make more? How do I get more out of this business? Yes, personally, I can sell 20 or 30 or 40, but that's just one person in the world trying to help people. So how do I tier up? So I thought, well, if I get one of those 10 that I sell to in November to join the business and join me on my journey, and they sell 10, they will get paid in November, December, January, February. And guess what? They're pretty happy because they've done 1 month's work and they're getting paid 4 times over. But this is where the magic is that not only do they get paid for those 4 months, not only do I get paid for 4 months on what I've earned, but I also get paid for 4 months on what they've done. That's just how it works. And it's really, really simple in that respect. So I sell my 10, they sell their 10, I get paid on my 10, I get paid on all of their 10, and it's times 4 months. That's it. That's really how the business works. So from that point of view, I thought, well, what if I bring in 2 people a month? I'll get paid on my 10, I'll get paid on the first person's 10, I'll get paid on the second person's 10, and both the other people will get paid on their own orders. So guess what? We're all happy. What if I do it 5 times over? I bring 5 people in. And this is just me. What if I bring 5 people in? I get paid on my 10. All of those 5 people sell 10 each. I get paid on 50. So now I'm getting paid on 60. So my 10 and their 10 each. And they're getting paid. And I'm getting that for 4 months. And it's really, really is as simple as that. Now, when I looked at it and broke it down, my daughter goes, oh, that's really easy, Dad. Can I join? Like, she's only 11, but can I join? I was like, well, no, not yet. You've got a few years ahead of you yet. But she's now watching everything that both myself and Michelle were doing. She's like, I reckon I could do this. I think I could do this. And we're showing her now that the 9 to 5, yes, it's great. It pays the bills. But outside of the 9 to 5, what does that pay for? That pays for your cars, that pays for your holidays, that pays for your gas and electric bill, which I'm sure is going to be astronomical over these next few months. That pays for the mortgage if you need extra for the mortgage. That pays for those day trips out. And that's really what it does. So we've gone from doing a 9 to 5 and paying bills to doing our 9 to 5. And then everything over and above that is for us. And then same for the team, you know, everything that the team are earning, that's for them over and above. And that's why people keep coming back. You know, people love this business, people love this model because it's uncapped and you've got the bonuses there. And I mean, I haven't even included the fact that there's bonuses. So depending on the products that you're selling, not only when they're selling, they're getting paid their commission. If they sell enough, they get paid their bonus. And you know what? The beauty of this as well is that you don't have to go to your boss to get it signed off and say, please, can I have my bonus? This is what I think I'm owed. It's simple. You hit it, achieve it, you get paid it. That's it. You don't have to go cap in hand to your boss and say, I think I've got a bonus this month. Can you tell me? No. At the end of the month, you'll know what you've done. Okay, so it really, really is good. And the other thing that I just wanted to add on to this, the more people that you bring into your business that are contributing to their own business and your business, not only do you get a rise in your own commissions, which is great, so a pay rise that you don't have to ask for, but you also get paid extra bonus, which is called PB or performance bonus. So it really is that simple. You sell, you bring people in that sell, and you get paid on all of that. You sell, they bring people in, you get paid on all of that, and that's for 4 months. As they're hitting their promotions, they're invariably taking you to your promotions. So then in that instance, you're getting your slice of the £119,000 bonuses. They're getting their slice of the £119,000 worth of bonuses. And on top of that, the company are rewarding you with a performance bonus to say, well done for growing your team. You're achieving a certain level each month. So there you go, there's a little bit of extra money. And that's it. Like, there really isn't much more to the business. And now I'm able to simplify it for myself. It's so much easier just to explain it like in that way. So hopefully that has answered any of those questions that you may have if you're really not sure on it, or it's answered those questions if you've not joined the business and you're thinking, is this really for me? I would absolutely, it is for you. If you want to earn money and you want uncapped money and you want to be able to work the hours that you want to work and you want to be able to do your work from wherever you are in the world, yeah, absolutely, this is a business for you, because you don't have to travel into an office every single day. So hopefully that's helped you. And if you have any questions, obviously just feel free to drop me a message. More than happy to answer any questions that you have.
Shanton, thank you so much. That was amazing. And I'll just
No worries.
Just keep it super simple. I think someone put in the chat just there, KISS, keep it super simple. And I think that's what a lot
I did. I saw KISS pop up and it reminded me of when I was like having that conversation with my daughter, because that's exactly how I explained it to her. So that, funnily enough, that's how I explain things to my actual business, my 9-to-5 business as well. So it really is keep it simple. And people just understand, don't they? You know, if you go on about it, I understand that lose people. Yeah, I mean, if I can understand it and my daughter can understand it, then I'm pretty sure and confident I can explain this whole business to anybody that asks me the question, as long as they're speaking in English. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it is a simple business, and we don't need to overcomplicate it. So absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. So please put in the chat your a big thank you to Shanton, and also just, you know, your top takeaway from that. And did you enjoy, you know, how that KISS and, you know, keep it super simple, just absolutely perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much, and big love to Michelle as well. And so I'm going to hand over to James in a second, who's going to take over from doing the hosting this morning, because unfortunately we haven't got Sarah here this morning. But I'm just going to quickly say a few words about me. So I as you know, I'm Paula, and I've been in the business for, oh God, a few years, 8 years now. And I used to have a hair and beauty salon. And when that came to an end after 15 years, I just didn't want the, basically the stress, the overheads, and all the outgoings of having another business and having to start again. So I decided to just do my clients privately, and I thought, what else can I do? And then this landed on my lap, and I just could not believe that it ticked every single box, that you could work for yourself, have uncapped wages, work from absolutely work from absolutely anywhere, absolutely whenever you want. And it's enabled me over the years to run this business alongside being a mum. I've never needed childcare. I can do my other, you know, my private hairdressing clients when I want, and I just weave the two businesses and being a mum together. And I've never had to, you know, miss a day school holidays or miss a school run over the years. So, you know, it's an amazing business that you can just fit in your life. So whatever your lifestyle is, everybody's got, you know, their own lives, and everybody's got their own commitments, but this just fits in absolutely perfectly. So if you are looking at this for the first time, I would highly recommend that you just, you know, just take it one step further, give it a go, and honestly, you will never, ever regret it. It's the best thing I've ever done. And I'm sure everyone who's on the call who's in the business will say exactly the same. So thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to hand you over to James.
Hey, hello everyone, and it's my absolute pleasure. Thank you, Paula, so much for the first hour. This is so exciting. I've been involved with the Juice Buzz company now for, well, since 1988. And, you know, I literally just came in just thinking, well, it would be a nice thing to do, but I never imagined that I would still be here all these years later. And the reason is because I'm so energized about the products, about the company, about personal growth, the community. It is just a wonderful place to be. So it's my absolute pleasure to host now the second part of the Coffee Success Training this morning. I hope you're really, really enjoying it. If you could possibly put in the chat any best bits that you've loved so far, just share, because what you might share might really, really bless someone else and benefit them. So if you would just put something in the chat, that'd be so highly appreciated. Hope you're taking notes. So important to take notes, to be able to go back over it. Two types of notes I like to take: the notes of what people say, and then the notes of what I'm going to do as a result of what people are saying. So I think that's probably even more important than actually what we're listening to, is determining what we're actually going to do as a result of being on this training this morning. Because at the end of the day, when it all finishes, it's all about what we are then going to do as a result of being on the call today. So it's my absolute pleasure now to introduce our next guest, which is Erin O'Toole, and she is an absolute superstar. And I've got to know Erin really pretty well over the last couple of months. And I mean, you know, when I first saw her and I heard her, I thought, wow, she's a dynamo. And let me just tell you about her. She's a mum of 3, originally from Australia, and a TV journalist with Sky News. I absolutely love Sky News, by the way. She found the opportunity by chance 5 years ago and thought it seemed like a fun way to get healthy and be more than a mum while on maternity leave. Well, as far as I'm concerned, being a mum is number one. But you know, obviously people just want to be able to do more. I totally get that. I love everything about the opportunity, she says, especially the fact it allows busy mums like myself to have goals and fulfill ambitions in a flexible way so that we can work around our families, not away from them. I'm sure that strikes a chord with a lot of people. I built a fabulous team in several countries and so excited to help them all get whatever they want from the opportunity. Oh, and by the way, she's currently a QNMD. So Erin is now going to be talking about actually how we can plan the development of our business over the next 90 days. So making a 90-day plan. I absolutely love this topic. There's no one better to take us through that than Erin. So Erin, are you there?
I am indeed. Hey guys. Thank you so much, James, for that lovely introduction. I'm so excited to be on the call today, and wow, what amazing speakers we've had so far. Like, I have learned so much, and I think we are so lucky to have this kind of thing available to us. And actually that sort of is where I want to start, because I would really encourage you all to sort of throw yourself in to this community. You know, I love the events. I love the calls. It's a non-negotiable for me. You know, I prioritize it straight after my kids. You know, it's my kids, and then it's things like this. Do you know what I mean? So I would really think about, are you throwing yourself in to what we've got enough? Because I really, truly believe that success comes from enthusiasm and work. You cannot get further along than where you are now if you currently stay doing what you're doing now. It just does not work. And that goes with any business or opportunity. You know, when I used to be a dancer, I used to have to train hard, especially for Eisteddfods and competitions. And if I didn't train hard, guess what? I didn't win. Do you know what I mean? Because there would be someone else who's training hard, putting in more time, putting in more hours. So I would say it doesn't matter that you don't have to want to be NMD or PMD plus. I'm not saying it's about positions. I'm saying if you want more from your business and from your life, then have a look at what more you can give, because energy attracts energy. And I think sometimes we expect people above us in the business to have the energy for us. And I really don't think that that's a good way to go. You've got to put in the energy. You've got to give it your all. You've got to give it your time. It's well and good having people above us in the business to encourage us and to give us their top tips, but they cannot give you that energy. That has to come from within. So that's where I wanted to start. So as James said, I am very, very busy. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very busy. I've got 3 children that do activities 7 days a week. Most of those activities, I have to get them there. I have to get them home from. I do have some help from my mum when she's in the country. A lot of the months of the year she's not in this country. I don't have any paid help. So I'm like from 2:45, probably 2:30 to be honest, I'm out of action with my business, even when I'm not at Sky. because I have to get packed lunches ready, I have to get dance gear ready, I have to get gymnastics gear ready, I have to sort it all out. And then I'm driving here, there, and everywhere around West London, picking up, dropping off, getting them home, dropping one off to my husband while he feeds them because he works from home, to go and grab the other, etc., etc. So I am very, very busy as a person. So my 90-day game plan is quite different from probably what you've heard from people before. I am not able to do a million tasks every single day. So I hope that this is reassuring for people who maybe don't have time to put like 12 hours a day into their businesses. And, you know, I know when I've heard people speak sometimes and they say, oh, I locked myself in a room for 12 hours a day to get to a position. I think that's amazing. I'd love to be able to do that, but it's not realistic for me. So my first point would be, you have to make this realistic for you and your lifestyle and for what you want, okay? It's not about what your upline is able to do in 90 days. It's not about what your downline is even able to do in 90 days or your sidelines. It is about what you are able to do and what you want to do in the 90 days. So I'm going to keep it really real because I'm a big believer in keeping things real. I'm going to admit to you guys, it has been a while since I have successfully completed a 90-day game plan, okay? I'm going to own it. I have started them and I haven't completed them for a while. But the last time I fully immersed myself and did a 90-day game plan, I went to QNMD, okay? And this is great timing for me because on Monday, I'm about to start my next 90-day game plan because I really believe that if we put in the effort at this part of the year, we're going to have the success in a couple of months' time, because I truly know from my business over the last 5 years, what you do now is going to show up in 3 or 4 months. Do not expect what you do now to show up immediately. And I think that that's where a lot of people go wrong, because you expect that immediate gratification. When you don't get it, you start to doubt yourself, you start to question, you think, oh, it's not really worth it. This isn't happening for me. I must be doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not meant for this. And all of those doubts will actually detract you from your 90-day game plan. So let's start from the beginning. What I do when I do a 90-day game plan, I work out what is it that I want to achieve. And believe it or not, I don't just mean in a position or a title. I'm very passionate about this. Life is about more than a title, okay? You can be a very successful person and be the title of SC, okay? You can have a fantastic business. You can be the title of NMD, but you might not actually even have a business anymore, okay? So this is not about just getting a title over 90 days. So I really want you guys to believe that and think about that, because often I think we go, right, 90 days, where am I going to be? I'm going to be NMD. And we just say it and we go, oh, NMD in 90 days. And then if we don't hit NMD in that 90 days, we feel like a massive failure. And we go, oh my God, I didn't achieve anything. And I think we miss everything that we have achieved in those 90 days. So I want you to think about, what type of person are you going to show up as in this 90 days? And I'd love you to write it down to yourself. Who am I going to show up as? You know, for me, I have to think about it and I go, I'm going to show up as a more organized person, okay? Because organization is something I really suffer from. I'm not good at, okay? And with such a chaotic life, it actually, me not being organized leads to more stress. And actually I waste time because I've not got myself organized. So I know over the next 90 days, I am going to show up as a more organized version of me. So think about how you're going to show up. Think about, what do you want to be, feel like physically? It may be, do you want to show up as a more positive person over the next 90 days? Do you want to show up as a more physically active person over the next 90 days? You know, I used to struggle with the idea of being a product of the product. I think my dancing background and having sort of a lifetime of feeling restricted and feeling like I was being judged about what I looked like and my weight really led to resentment when I felt like I had to show up as a certain size to be successful in this business. So I actually looked at it and thought, I've got a resentment against that. I don't want to feel like I have to show up as a size 6 over the next 90 days. But what is it that's going to help me succeed with this business and feel good about myself? Okay, do you know what? Actually, I do want to feel healthier. I do want to prioritize going for a walk because that's really good for my mental health and to give me time away from the kids and to help me process my thoughts. So suddenly I thought, actually, over the next 90 days, I want to work on myself, work on being a physically stronger, happier person, more confident in myself. I know that if I eat foods that are going to make me feel rubbish, I'm not going to feel like that. So suddenly it's taken away that pressure and that expectation and actually made it a benefit to me. So over the next 90 days, I want to show up as a healthier version of myself because I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel confident. I want to have a bit more physically led activities because I want to have that mental clarity and that release and that rush of endorphins. I want to be more organized. Right. So you've got to think about that. Once you've worked that out, for me, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I take a lot of my training from John, and he's helped me a lot over the years, especially with 90 days. And he is a big believer in set yourself up for success. Okay. If you give yourself 1,000,000 tasks that you're going to have to do every single day, in a week or two, are you still realistically going to be doing those tasks every single day? If you're not, then that's only going to lead to you feeling like a failure. So you're much better to just pick a couple of tasks and stick to them. Do them, even if it's about like you're about to go to sleep. Just get those tasks done. And actually, I heard something on a call recently from a friend, and she said she sets herself a different set of tasks for days where she really isn't doing very well. For days when maybe life's got on top of her, maybe it's the time of the month, maybe she's not wanting to be on social media all the time. And she sets herself a different list of tasks for that. And it could be something like just do one authentic post, right? One authentic post, add a couple of people and send your birthday messages. Okay? So something that maybe is for a time where you don't have that mental ability to really, fake being positive or to throw yourself in, because it's better to do a little bit than nothing. Okay, so think about that. That's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm going to have 2 sets. I'm going to have the things I do when life is good and I'm all in. And then there's going to be the things I do when life isn't great and I'm not all in. Because at least I'm doing those 3 things. So think about that. Have 2 different lists. And if you wake up in the morning and it's just not happening for you, or everything's going wrong at home and you've got a lot of stress going on, just look at your small list. Don't feel guilty about the big list. Just look at your small list and go, they're the 3 things I have to do. That's easy. That will take 3 seconds and it won't involve me having to think. Okay? And you can just do it. And then you get back to your life. And then when you're able to pick up the better list and you're able to throw yourself in. So I would say that that's going to be a game changer for me personally over the next 90 days. And I'm really excited about that. So I think it's really important for us to target who we want to be networking with over the next 90 days. Okay. So when I went to Q&MD, I did that in very little periods of time during the day. And actually I did most of it in the evening while I was on the bedroom floor of my children's bedroom while trying to make them go to sleep, put on relaxing music on one and got on my laptop on the other. And I created a friends list, and that friends list was the only thing I was bothering with on my social media of an evening. So you create a friends list, you go and you have to do it through your laptop. You go to friends list, create a friends list, and then add the people that maybe you don't really know. A couple of people maybe that you know and you think, oh, I think they'd be great in the business, or they'd be that I think they'd want the products. Add those people, but do not add anyone from Juice Plus. Do not add your sidelines. Do not add your downlines. Do not add those people, because you know what you're going to do? You're going to end up networking more with people who are already in the business than people that you want to have in your business. And that happens a lot, guys. And it's very easy to get distracted, think you're being busy, but you're actually not being productive. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to be busy, but not being productive. I want to do what I need to do to earn some extra money, to build a cool team, to have fun. So make your friends list. You can add people to that as you go along. So when I get there at night and I think, right, okay, 90 days, let's go. I've done my post because I've done something good for myself. So I've done my post already. I then go into my friends list, click on it, and you can see just those people, their news feeds. Your news feed will only have the people that you've added to your special JP target list on your news feed, which means you can literally scroll down, commenting, love bombing, networking with just the people you want to be. And you're not getting distracted from what your downline's been posting about or what your sideline, and then you're commenting more on their shakes picture than actually on people that you want to buy your shakes. So create your friends list. You have to do it on a laptop. Call it something like JP target list or JP friend list. And then of an evening or whenever you're able to do your 90-day game plan, just click on that and you'll be able to see, it will say, see these people on your newsfeed. And it will just be those people. So what do I do when I add someone? I add them, and then it's very important for the algorithms for you to comment on their profile picture. I've started doing this and it is leading to great results. So there's no good adding people and then you leave them, you forget them, you don't add them to your friends list. You might see their post once every 6 months because you're too busy commenting on people in Juice Plus's businesses. So therefore, all the Facebook is showing you is that, right? What is really important to do, every couple of days, go into your friends, default, and click new friends first, and scroll through, and any person that has accepted your friend request, click on their profile and go and click on their profile picture and comment on it. Something really simple. It means that they will almost immediately see your posts. And what I'm finding is happening now, because I'm doing this, they're commenting on my posts almost immediately. Whereas before, they probably didn't even see my stuff. So they're now commenting on my post. They're returning the compliment. So I've said something like, I always give a genuine compliment, but something like, oh, what a wonderful picture, or that's a lovely family photo, or something like that, right? So then they're jumping on my posts because they're seeing my posts and they're saying, oh, you know, looks delicious, or cute kids, or whatever it is that I've posted, or they've just loved a quote I've done or something, which means then I can very authentically get into the inbox. Okay, so we're not spamming them. They've liked something of ours. We've liked something of theirs. And then you go in and you just say something like, hey, it's really cool to connect. I like your vibe. You know, it's always great meeting people on social media with a similar thing, similar vibe. You've got a great family, or something like that. Just a little opener. And if you don't feel comfortable about doing that, then really make it your priority to comment on their posts. Okay, so if you don't feel comfortable about jumping into their inbox, then you have to develop that relationship somewhere. And so I would say comment more on their posts. Now you're able to do that in a really time efficient way, right? Because you've got your friends list that's only going to show their posts and the other people that are in that list. So you can comment on like 5 or 6 of their posts in the space of like a minute. So key things that I do during this 90-day game plan. I think about how I want to feel, okay, how I want to show up. and I think about goals that are not just title related. Okay, I think about that, I sort that out, I work out what I'm going to do every day to be more organized, to move more, to feel better about myself physically. Okay, that's part of my 90 days. Do not neglect this side and just think about it's all about the business. It's not, it all ties in together. Okay, if you don't have confidence in yourself, then the energy is different when you're connecting with these people. So it's really important that you take a look at these things and what you're going to do for yourself. Maybe it's that you're going to make sure you have a cup of tea just by yourself with relaxing music every single day, and just like tell yourself you're healthy, you're happy. Maybe that's part of your 90 days. Okay, so you do that, then you create your friends list. And I would recommend this weekend, it takes a bit of time, but I would go in, create your friends list, add all of the people that you don't know, add the people that you do know that you think would be fantastic business or products. Okay, and then make that the only thing you do when you're doing your 90-day game plan activities. You literally just use that list, because otherwise you're going to get sucked into the vortex of feeling busy but actually not being productive. So you're going to make your friends list. You're going to add people every single day. That is a non-negotiable. You need a new audience. You need new people to network with. You're going to comment on their profile picture when they've added you. You're going to start using your friends list to love bomb and comment so that you develop a relationship. When they return the favor and they're loving and commenting back, you're going to jump into their inbox. If you think, hey, this person is amazing, and like you instantly, what's the harm? Just drop them a message to say, I love your content. It's really inspiring. You don't have to say, do you want to join my team? You can just be like, I love your content. You're really inspiring. If you ever see anything of mine that interests you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always looking to collaborate with fabulous people. Okay, so you've kind of planted a seed. Don't have to hold back. You don't have to network with these people for 6 years before you reach out sometimes. Just sense it. You'll know if there's an energy that you can do. And if, as long as you do it in a real and authentic way, then I don't think that there's any harm in that. So you're going to network with them. You're going to get into their inbox. You're going to post. Now,
Erin, can I just say 1 minute?
1 minute. Brilliant. Okay.
Brilliant.
So this is perfect. So I personally don't think you need to be spamming your Facebook with 1 million posts a day. That's not how I personally build my business. As long as your posts are emotionally led. Okay. So you're not thinking about selling, you're thinking about sharing. What makes you feel better? What's working for you? What do you love about our products? So post, but post with a little bit of realness, I would say. There's so much on social media these days, this perfectness, and it's so filtered and it's so generic. And I think it becomes white noise. So if you're spending most of your time posting, then think about, actually, I'm not networking enough. I need to be networking more, posting less. As long as you're doing a couple of posts a day and you're making them real, then I truly believe that that's enough for your 90-day game plan to get success. Follow up with your likes, obviously. Just say to someone, thanks so much. I really appreciate that support. If you're ever interested in anything you see, please let me know. If they love on a product, of course, say, would you be interested in having some information or having a chat about the products? You know, you can make it really real when you're following up. So that would be my top tips for the 90 days. Set yourselves up for success, guys. Don't beat yourselves up, okay? Keep it simple, like Shannon said. Keep it simple. Think about what you want, how you want to feel. This is not about anyone else in your business. Do not feel the pressures from anyone else, okay? This is about you. As long as you feel it and you are working towards being the best version of you, you are absolutely enough. I believe in all of the people on this call, okay? So Just believe in yourself, stay true to yourself. Your happiness is the most important thing in the world, okay? So just work at being happy, healthy, and you will connect with people, okay? So lots of love to you all. Go smash it.
Great, amazing. Now, Erin, I think you've got a guest.
Yes, I do. I've got a wonderful team member, Mel. Mel is my cousin, and she joined the business a year ago. She's currently SP in the business, and she's built up a fantastic customer base, and she's just started building a team as well. And she actually, when she first came into the business, she did the list. So I think it's a perfect chance for her to say how that worked for her.
Yeah, and Mel, thank you so much for coming on, but we're going to have to keep it quite short. So just sort of 1-2 minutes at the most. Thank you so much.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me on for a minute. Yeah, but so basically I joined just to lose a bit of weight really initially. Erin recommended the shakes. I've been using random protein powders in smoothies for years. So tried the shakes, loved them. Then she said, why don't you give the business a go? So I signed up and I bought quite a few products. I thought, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to sort of get stuck in properly, see what it's all about. And started just sharing, just doing the real basics. I wasn't even doing a proper DMO really. I was just doing the real basics, sharing the posts of what I was using, saying how I was feeling, and then really just talking to a few people about it, telling a few people about it, and then they wanted to give it a try. They sort of came saying, oh, I'll just give it a go. I want to try what you're using. You seem to be feeling really good, looking really good. So got a few customers, and then it just sort of went from there. It was just sort of like a natural progression, really. Sort of one thing led to another, and then I started getting involved a bit more in the team stuff, met all the team, and then sort of contacting people about maybe, do you want to earn some extra money? Just trying to build up a team, as Erin said. So I've got a few team members now, so really looking to sort of focus on that a bit more and just start talking to more people, really. I gradually sort of built up the DMO. But exactly what Erin was saying, I think that's a brilliant idea. You know, sometimes you just haven't got time to do everything and you can end up not doing anything because you think there's too much to do. So to just keep that really, really simple and do those few basic things, but just keep it ticking over and doing as much as you can wherever possible, really. And just keep talking about all the benefits of the products, because aside from the weight loss, I've got so many other things that I really wasn't expecting. So like my skin was transformed. I was sleeping better. PMT was literally eradicated, which was a massive bonus, I can tell you. And even things like I had a hip impingement, and that literally just almost disappeared from living on Nurofen and having physio. It's like I can't even feel that anymore. And I put that down to the omegas. So just, yeah, loads of stuff really. Just generally feeling a lot better all round.
Great. Well, look, thank you so much, Mel. That was fantastic, and
thank you
very, very much for coming on. I know it's a big deal to come on and share on these calls.
Yeah.
Really, really appreciate it. But it's so valuable. But Erin, thank you so much. That was like epic. And everyone, if you would just put down the big takeaways you got from what Erin was saying, because I could see them all coming through, and people were saying, amazing, thank you so much, thank you for being so real. But everybody, if you could put like some takeaways down, it just helps everyone so much. If you could just highlight something, the thing that made a big difference for you, that might really strike a chord with someone else, and they would be like, you know, they would really be grateful to you for that. So if you could do that, thank you so much. Right, now we're moving on now, and we're running a little bit over time, but we don't mind because we're all so enthusiastic, and we're so excited about this incredible company. And so it's now my enormous pleasure to introduce to you Ernesto from the corporate side of our business. And I just can't say enough about how incredible the corporate team are in Juice Plus. They are really fantastic. And Ernesto absolutely, completely exemplifies everything that is just so great about our company. He's so enthusiastic, he's got so much to give, but also he's got so much experience. He's been so massively successful in our business, starting countries, developing countries to extremely high levels. He is someone who really understands everything about a business inside out. And so I'm so grateful that he would have taken the time out on his Saturday to come to speak to us. I mean, it's a big deal, you know, when someone is already so busy. He's flying to Israel later today, you know, to go and support more people there. So Ernesto, he's
I'm here.
an Italian. Woo!
Hey, good to see you, James.
He's 27 years with the company, started under a call center in Amsterdam and worked almost in every department down the road. He's operation manager, general manager for Poland, opened the Polish market and lived 6 years in Warsaw. That's exciting. Regional director of Central Europe for 5 years and now EMEA director partner relations, married with 2 kids, 16 and 21. So Ernesto, we are so grateful for you coming to join us. We can't tell you. Thank you very much. Ernesto is going to talk about why you're passionate about the Juice Plus company.
Thank you very much, James. Everybody can hear me. Yes, I see it. Just very good. Thank you very much for having me. It is actually, James, my kids just have birthdays. So today my son turned 17. My daughter yesterday turned 22. So, I mean, this is like a happy weekend for me here. And as you said, I'm leaving to Switzerland for a week later this evening. And I'm happy to be here at this wonderful event. I was listening to Erin and I got some other inspiration as well. So maybe I need to reach out to Erin because I really liked her 90 days, which she was explaining, not only like, oh, you need to do this, but really in detail. I like that very much. Thank you very much for sharing that, Erin. I just joined when you were talking, so I don't know how great the other speakers have been, but I guess they've been amazing, like all the other people we have in our organization, in our business, in our community. I'm here to talk a little bit about my passion, but also your passion for Juice Plus and why am I so passionate about Juice Plus? What is so special about Juice Plus? Because everybody who is in the business, yes, you have been in the business for maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10, 20, 30 years, but sometimes you lose that passion a little bit. You think, oh yeah, it's a business. Oh yeah, it's a product. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a lot more than that. It's a way of living. It's a community. It's a family. It's a mission. It's a vision. It's all of that combined with, I would say, somehow, yes, there's underneath, there's a product, underneath, there's an opportunity. But what I want you to understand that you are on a mission driven by the vision. That is so important. If you go out there and start selling a product and an opportunity, that is not giving you the long-term success. And talking about long-term success, talk to James, right? I mean, he lived the mission. He lived the vision of Juice Plus for so many years, right? So just think about, when I get up in the morning and I think about Juice Plus, I think about the history of Juice Plus. I think about 52 years of experience in where we are very active in our field of working here, right? 52 years, not 5, not 10, not 15. I'm talking 52 years. There's maybe 5 or 6 or 7 companies in the world in direct sales network marketing that have the experience like us, right? So this is something that you need to understand. You're like with a company that's seen it all. We've seen it all. We started off in smoke detectors and fire detectors, water, air filtration. We did car alarms, bike alarms. When I started, we were still in the water filters, air filters time. We moved over to Juice Plus. Now with the Tower Garden, we got the 360 of inspiring healthy living around the world, and everybody loves it. Everybody needs it. Those products are available for everybody. They are affordable for everybody, right? So the history is very important for you to understand. We've been into waves with this company. We always knew what the next wave is, right? But we're always inspiring healthy living around the world. Just think about being on the market with Juice Plus capsules for 28 years. I mean, we're going into 30 years with this product that we have enhanced over the years. Yes, now it's like 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries. 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was 26 fruits, berries, and vegetables. So we are enhancing and replacing and making this product better and better and better, adding products to the niche, right? With the omegas, with the uplift. There's so many things that we have actually established and made better. But 28 years we've been on this market with that product. That is amazing. Then think about 26 years we've been doing clinical research. If you would ever go to another company and they would say, you know, yeah, we do clinical research. Oh, for how long? Well, actually, we've been doing that for 3 years or 5 years. We've been doing it 26 years. That is so special for a company that is not into clinical research, for a company that is not actually obliged to do clinical research for their product. And we have published over 43 clinical studies. That is also very special. We've been doing that for 26 years, and we have published 43, 42 clinical studies, and I think there's another 3 or 5 on the way. We have not stopped yet. We are still conducting clinical studies with the product. Why? Because we find out more what is going on in the body, and we want to know exactly what is going on. So this is the beauty of what we have. Just think about 23 years of helping children with our Healthy Start for Families. In the beginning, it was Children's Health Study. Yes, I mean, 23 years we've been giving out free products to children, helping children and families. Millions of families we have helped this way. Yeah, and over those 52 years, we have helped millions and millions and millions of families with our products. Thousands and hundreds of thousands of partners with our vision of helping other people realize their dreams. That was what Jay Martin started this company 52 years ago. He wrote down the official company vision, and we are still driven by that vision. The official vision of the company is to build a long-lasting, stable company that helps as much people as possible realize their dreams. Wow, let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. That is a feeling that is, wow, helping other people realizing their dreams. This is what we do. This is what you do. Going out there every single day is helping other people realizing their dreams. This is a beautiful thing to do. There is a saying, you know, if you help enough people to what they want, you will get what you want. If you help enough people to their dreams, your dreams are going to get realized as well, which is a beautiful thing. It's all about giving. It's all about doing it for the right reasons. And that is the vision that was created 52 years ago. Now, the mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, ladies and gentlemen, that is something that helps me jump out of bed. Why? Because we are changing the world with Juice Plus. This is what I think. This is not just a product, not just an opportunity. We are changing the world with Juice Plus, with each and every new customer, with each and every new partner. We are helping people making healthy choices, financially and physically, which is a beautiful thing. So I don't understand why people say, well, you know, I've been like busy, been doing other things. Why are you doing other things? Go out there and share this mission. Go out there and share our vision. We've got this present. We got something special for those people out there. But the only thing we want you to do is to go out there and talk to these people. There is no other way for them to find out by you talking to those people. I think that is what everybody needs to do. And I tell you, when I'm invited to a birthday party, when I'm invited somewhere else, I talk about the vision and the mission of the company because it's in me. I want to share this. This is important. I'm not working for a company. I'm sharing the vision and the mission of the company, and we are changing the world. I think it's a beautiful thing to think that we are really making a change in the world, right? Together we can change the world. And I'll tell you, if you make that change together with the 90-day game plan that Erin was talking about, that you are going out there and there is no other way for you than to share the mission and the vision of the company. And those are the products and the opportunity. I'll tell you, if you make that change, you're going to be unstoppable, because nobody can stop you. People will maybe say, yeah, no, this is not for me. Okay, thank you, next. But I'll keep on talking about this because it's important to me. I want to help other people. Let's make that change together. Let's find in ourselves that we are doing good to the world and not are selling a product or an opportunity. Yes. When I think about the passion of Juice Plus, I think it's also the desire that the people have, the desire that James has every single day. He's been, what, 30 years or 30 more years in this company. Yes, look at what he built, and he's still out there doing these kind of meetings, still out going. Why? Because it's not a job, because it's not an opportunity, it's not a product. It's the desire to help other people. It's the burning desire. It's the passion going out there. And this is what I want to tell you as well. And every time I talk about these, I get like really my emotions go up and my passions go up, because it's so important. And I'm sitting here in Switzerland, I'm trying to reach out to each and every one of you, wherever you're sitting, understanding that this desire, this passion, this burning desire is so important for you to become successful. Yeah, you need to share the mission and the vision with the desire. Make this a plan A. I'm not saying you need to quit your job or stop taking care of your kids and your husband or your wife. I'm just saying that in your mind, make this a priority. Make this a plan A. This is important for you. Building that empire for you and for everybody around you. This is why this is an option. This is a tool. This is something. This is a solution for the people that are out there. And I think this is so important. And why am I also so passionate about this business? It's the future. We've been here 52 years and we will be here for another 52 years to come. I'm sure of this. Yes, with the mission and the vision that we have, the leadership that we have, the leadership in the company, but also in the field that we have, very loyal people that have been with us for so many years, success that we've been creating for all these years, years after years after years. We have created new NMDs, IMDs, EMDs, PMDs, and PMD pluses. Yes, and we have created happy customers and fulfilling customers, right? So I think the future is also amazing. If you look into countries that we're going to open up Brazil, we're going to open up India. We're in the middle of opening up and setting up China, although China will be a different setup as that, yeah? We're going to open up another 10 countries in the next 12 months within the European Union with a customer model. So just to give you that perspective, I mean, we have not, 52 years, we have not sit back and say, okay, wow, look at us, how important and how successful we are. No, we want to do more. Why? Because we want you to become successful. We want you to feel that burning desire to go out there and talk to even more people and to share with even more people, because we're doing good. So I think new countries are coming, new products are coming. We just have launched the Omega Plus. We just launched the salted caramel limited edition. There will be other editions coming. There's some stuff in the pipe that I cannot talk about. Non-soy product is going into the US very soon. Products are coming our way as well. We are trying different things, like with the salted caramel limited edition. How is it working? How do the people like it? We can become more flexible. All these things we have learned over the past 52 years. And you, if you just started, welcome. This is the best time to start. Everything is in the perfect constellation for you to become very successful. So the only thing you need to do is believe in yourself, like Erin said as well. Believe in yourself. Believe in this product. believe in this mission, believe in this vision, believe in this opportunity, believe in this company, believe in this industry, believe in all of that, become a product of the product, use all products, talk to everybody out there. Like Jeff Roberti always says, number one in our industry, the 5 foot or 3 foot rule. Everybody that is within 3 or 5 foot of you, you talk about the vision and the mission of the company. You make that change, I'll tell you, you are going to be unstoppable. We need a lot of new leaders in this company. We're gonna double in size in the next few years. And in order for us to do that, we need new NMDs, new IMDs, new EMDs, new PMDs, and new PMD pluses. So let me know in the chat when I leave here now, are you ready to do this? Am I talking to some future leaders in here? Maybe you're an NMD but want to become a PMD plus. Maybe you're a partner plus, but you want to become an NMD. Maybe you're a senior partner and you want to be an NMD. Okay, let me know here in the chat. Are we ready to do this? Because we need each and every one of you. I cannot do that on my own. James cannot do that on his own. We need a lot of people talking to a lot of people and make this world a better place. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Ernesto, that was absolutely fantastic. I mean, you didn't just talk, you talked from the heart, but you talked with passion, you talked with a sense of urgency, you talked with a sense of focus, a sense of vision. You've reminded us that we are here to help other people realize their dreams. I love the way you have framed that for us this morning. I mean, Juice Plus is a very, 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 very special company. There is something extraordinary about Juice Plus. All companies have challenges, yes, but there is something very, very extraordinary about Juice Plus. And if you are on for the first time today and you're thinking, gosh, what on earth is this? You have found something very, very special. Anyway, Ernesto, thank you so much. We can't tell you how grateful we are, and what you contribute and give to us is absolutely outstanding and invaluable. And we're so grateful for you and everything that you bring to us. Thank you so much. Great.
Thank you very much.
Move on.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very, very much. Let's move on now. We've got a special, we've got someone who's going to tell us their story now. Ellie, are you there? Now she's new, she's working with Lena. This is a big deal for her to come on. Ellie, if you can come on and tell your story, just 2 minutes, please. If you're there, we would love to see you. We just need you on camera.
I'm on camera.
You are. Fantastic.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
yeah.
you.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming on. I know it's just so impressive that you're doing this.
Thank you.
Just 1-2 minutes, just tell us your story.
Well, first of all, I don't know how I'm going to top what Ernesto just done, because that was incredible. My story is different. I've only been with the company for 2 months. I have just been promoted to senior partner. So I was a complete disbeliever. I did not believe in the company. My upline is Lena. I've known her for 20 years. I've seen her journey and it seemed too good to be true. I was cautious of the products. She'd presented me the opportunity to join the company and to use the products. And I'd said, no, I'm not interested. We see so many fad products. I wasn't sure what the repercussions might have been. So fast forward 20 years later, I went on holiday this summer. I was overweight and I was miserable and I hid from the camera the whole holiday. It was like I wasn't there. I came back and I was like, I need to do something about my life. I'd seen Lena with her journey, and so I messaged her and I was like, Lena, please help me. And so she was like, right, I can help you. You know, you've seen me talk about Juice Plus before. Let me give you some more information. So she gave me like the information and she said to me, like, do your own research, because the more you research this company, you can't say no. The more information you have, the more you will want to be a part of this. And so that's what I'd done. I'd done my research and I was like, I literally couldn't find something that deterred me from using the products. At this point, I just wanted to be slim. So I went on the shake plan, and within a week of being on the shakes, my life changed. My energy went through the roof. I've got 4 children, and I don't think I even had this much energy before I had my first child. I had energy. I've not had this energy in 15 years. And I remember messaging Lena and being like, what is in these things? Because, I mean, is this a placebo effect or is this real? And she was like, no, totally. This is real. Like, these are what the products do. So instantly I was like, I need to share this product. I need to let other people know that they can feel like this. So I became a partner and I shared my journey. And within I'm on my 3rd month now. So this is my last month on plan, and I've lost 2 stone. I've dropped 2 dress sizes. My energy is through the roof. My skin's better. My hair has thickened. People say I moved away from London 2 years ago, so I don't see my friends from London that often, but I saw them last week for the first time in 6 months, and they were like, Ellie, what are you doing? Like, what are you using? You've transformed. And I genuinely feel that. The products make such a huge difference to people's lives, and I feel that it's a disservice that we know about these products, that people use these products and they don't share their experience, because they are life-changing. And as well as, I went to a meetup the other night and I met Joanne Clark, and she said, I don't see myself as a salesperson. I'm just somebody who shares my experience. And I think that sums it up for a lot of us, is that we don't push these products onto people. We don't have to push these products onto people because they speak for themselves. And I didn't realize how many of us came into this business as a result of using the products. We use the products, we love them, we have amazing results, and we want other people to feel as good as we do. It starts with our family and friends. We want our family and friends to feel amazing, so they start using the products, and then we extend it further than that. I have been so well supported by my upline and from other people within the business. Everybody is willing to share their experience and give tips and help out. I looked at Lena, I got to a point and I was like, we are both people, and what is different about us? The only difference is that she took this opportunity 7 years ago and I'm only taking it now. And I say that to everybody, unless you take this chance, you will never know. The potential, there's just so much potential there. We're all human, we can all achieve it. You just have to believe and know that you can achieve it. I've got the bug. I've literally got the bug, and I'm just so excited for the future. I can't imagine not using the products now, because I can't imagine going back to feeling drained and tired and lifeless. It is a lifestyle. It is literally a lifestyle. I used to look at Lena and be like, how is it possible that somebody can have that much energy and be that positive? And it literally is a lifestyle change. When people say to me, I'm cautious about subscribing for 4 months, I say to them, this isn't a fast fix. This isn't a product that you're going to use for a week and lose 3 stone, and then the following week you're going to crash, you're going to feel rubbish. This is a lifestyle change, and if you're serious about committing to your health, 4 months is nothing. So yeah, I'm aiming for the stars, and I believe that I can absolutely do this. A massive thank you to Juice Plus for changing my life.
Well, Ellie, wow, what a story. And you just exude so much extreme excitement, enthusiasm, and it's wonderful. And I can see you going all the way to the top. So well done. And thank you so much for sharing. Great. Okay, everyone. Well, look, this is it. We got our final last speaker now coming up, the extraordinary Constance Ohanusi. I'm going to read you a little bit about her. She's a PMD, PMD plus. She's a wife and a mother of 4 kids. She's an extraordinary woman, Constance. She graduated with BSc in Business Studies with marketing and MSc in Finance and Risk Management. She worked as a senior marketing assistant. Due to her desire to take care of people, she currently finished studying MSc in mental health nursing. She started Juice Plus September 2015 and last 5 years as franchise partner, or last 7 years, with a passion to win her business and to be able to work from home while looking after her family. She believes in the product, of course, and the business, as her passion is to help as many people as possible on a day-to-day basis, help them to be healthy and also to create wealth. In 2018, Constance won the Rising Star Award of the Year with Juice Plus and hit International Marketing Director and Executive Marketing Director Plus, Club 50. Energy grows by the day. She believes that energy is the power that drives human beings, and having an amazing physical and mental energy will allow you to live a spectacular life. In August 2019, she hit Presidential Marketing Director in Club 75 and hit Club 100 in November 2019, which is one of her biggest achievements. However, her biggest achievement was to help more men and women enjoy health and financial freedom. In May 2020, she hit Presidential Marketing Director Plus, which was a new position in January 2020. She hit Club 500 in July 2020. Her desire is to help more families become healthier and wealthier. Her motto is, in life, never give up on your dreams, believe in yourself, because it takes one person to change your life, which is you. So without further ado, Constance, can we welcome you to the Zoom microphone?
Wow, thank you so much. What an amazing time today. Oh my God, that was just amazing. Thank you so much, James. Can you hear me?
My pleasure.
Yes.
The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, my name is Constance Ahanosi, and today I'll be talking about how to be successful in your Juice Plus company, in your Juice Plus business. All right, today, what actually helped me to grow, what actually helped me to be where I am today was I was actually very, very hungry for success, very, very hungry to change my life. And honestly, if you're here today and you've heard from one speaker to the other, I know definitely after this call today, you have to go and do something great in your business, because this business is a chance, is a very massive vehicle to become successful, to become great. All right, one of the things that have actually helped me today is passion. When I found this business, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but one thing happened when I went to a convention, to an event, Juice Plus conference, and I had a lot of people spoke on that convention. And I know where I was then. I was really, really in a bad state, whereby finances, I was on zero. You know, health-wise, I was actually on zero. I was really, really bitter for myself. I wasn't happy for myself. My life, you know, all the good things I thought for myself, I wasn't getting it. And I needed a change in my life. There was a time, I don't know how many of you that maybe you've slept one day, you cried. There was a night I cried my heart out. I told my God that, you know what, I need a change. And this business came as a change for me. And if you are here, somebody have invited you, this might be that change you are looking for. I pray for you today, not ever, 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 ever say, oh my God, you know what, I tell people that, you know what, slap me when I see opportunities that will change my life. Let me wake up and grab it. So the same thing I'm telling you today, if you're here and somebody have invited you, just wake up and take this opportunity. Run with it. It's a life-changing. I've seen it over the 7 years I've been in this business. So one thing that happened is that I had these speakers on that convention spoke about how this business changed their life. What I told myself was, if they can do it, I can do it. So you've had a lot of us today speaking today. If we can do it, you can do it. So I became so passionate. That was one of the things. I became so passionate about the product, because most people, you've had a lot of speakers speak about the product. We have the, you know what, number one product in the whole world right now. Our product is the one most researched product. So we have a good product. I started taking that product, which is one of the things I will tell you, be the product of the product. Start using your product. As you start using this product, you'll be so passionate to share it more. You see, Ellie, she said she started using the product. She got more energy. My energy level increased so much that I used to be that mom that every morning I am still on the bed crying. I don't even have energy. But when I started taking the product, I started seeing that energy in me started increasing. What did I do? I became so passionate about the business and the product. I decided to share it to more people. When you are passionate, you'll be able to share it to more people. You will have that confidence. You will have that zeal to be able to extend it to other people. You want other people to see what you are seeing. Okay, so that gave me passion to be able to go further, to share it to everybody. I wasn't really, you know what? I wasn't like shy again. That shyness, you know what, disappeared. I was so passionate that even on my live videos, you see that this lady knows what she's doing. I became so passionate because I know we have a good product and we have a good business. Then the second thing I did was I went to work to the extent that I have to tell my husband, please allow me. Just allow me. I know there's a lot of things we are doing, but just allow me to work. I want to work to this business and I want to give my business 5 years. 5 years, if I'm consistent in 5 years, if I didn't make anything out of this business, I will quit. But you know what? I put in the action. I put in the work. So if you are here today, go to work. You know, the same way you wake up in the morning, go to your work, 9 to 5, the same way I took this business as so serious that I started taking it as my 9 to 5 job. The same way I wake up in the morning, there is no day you will see me on my page, I don't post. If I don't post or if I don't do anything on my business, if I feel like, oh my God, I'm depriving myself something. So you have to be in that mood whereby if you don't work on your business in a day, you feel that you are missing out something. So you have to go out to work. Working means that you have to learn your business. You have to, get your customers. You need to speak to more people. You need to go do extra work. All right. Then focus. You know, a lot of us today, a lot of things that have happened to us is that we are not focused. We are jumping from one business to the other. We are doing one thing or the other. We are just like jack of all trade. You need to be focused on your business. Be focused. If you are focused on this business, you will see that a lot of things will change for you. Then the next thing I have to do is I push myself. You know, in this business, you will see personal growth. You will see a lot of things. You know, this is not Constance when I started the business. I used to be that shy lady when I joined this business. I didn't have any confidence when I joined the business, but I pushed myself to be better. I went extra mile. You need to go extra mile to develop yourself. You need to go extra mile to, mingle yourself with people you will learn. I started learning. I started digging deep. I started, doing plus and minus in my business. What will help me? Started setting a lot of goals for myself, even not only for myself, for my team as well. Because when I push myself, I will extend it to my team as well. Then creating different ideas. What ideas work? Okay, I started doing a lot of events. When I joined the business, James knows, I will contact him, anybody. I'm not afraid to get to anybody. Please come and speak on my event. I started doing events, extending it, because sometimes you're on social media, but sometimes you don't get more people from social media. You do events, invite people. People see you real. People see you talking. People see the passion. People see your face. People see your communities, your team. This actually helped my business grow. We invite people. We do flyers. We do opportunity calls. We learn. We develop, and this actually attracted more people to my business. So creating more ideas in your business. My idea might not be suitable for you. Check your own time. What suits you. So what suits your time, what suits your business as well. Then in these ideas, that was actually when I started diversifying my business, moving internationally. Look, we have a great business in over 26 countries. What are you waiting for? There are lots of people on this world that have not heard of Juice Plus, that have not heard of this product. Yesterday there's a lady that joined us from USA. She just started using the product for 2 weeks and she was sharing her testimony. I was like, oh my God. She said, we are on air in USA, that this business started from USA. She had never heard of it. I just brought a lady in my business last month of October, and she brought her in. Right, she bought the product, and the product actually, she was seeing energy. She gave testimony yesterday. I was like, oh my God. So can you imagine if I'm not going that extra mile, talking to more people, creating the ideas? This lady won't be here. So there is still more people that need to know about our business. So creating events, doing potential calls, Zooms will actually help your business. Creating these ideas will help your business grow, become successful, improve. I've talked about improvement, self-development. You need to definitely do this. Be the best team member in your team. Like I told myself that my upline will never chase me to do a post. My upline will never chase me to do this, do that. It's my own business. I took responsibility of my business. Therefore, you have to take responsibility. That is your own business. It's not your offline business. So you need to make sure that the way you want to run your business is your business, is your audacity. You've taken this franchise and it's your own business. You don't need to wait for upline. You don't need to complain for upline. If there is any event, go. Buy your ticket, go. We are having conference now. How many of you are going to that conference on the 19th? How many of us are going to? Some people, when we put conference, you will not go. But make sure you go for conferences. Make sure you go for any event. Event will help you learn more so that when you come back, you will duplicate in your business. Be ready to serve people. We are in a business that that involves people. You need to serve people. You meet negative people, you meet positive people, you meet people that will hold your hands, you will meet people that will be your friends, you will meet people that will be, maybe later they will turn to your enemies later, right? But this is a business that you need to serve people. No matter what, you need to be there for people, your team, your customers. You need to serve. This business have taught me a lot of things. I could remember like there's a customer. Sometimes you have customers, like difficult customers. How do you treat them? How do you talk to them? This lady, she had a reshipment. Let me give you an example. She had a reshipment in her order. She was so upset with me that, oh, I didn't call back. This lady, there is nothing, she didn't talk to me, right? But because of, I know that I have to serve my customers. Customers are the first, they own my business, because without them, I won't be able to get paid. So I was able to mellow down. I was able to even talk to her, the way I communicated with her effectively. I don't need to shout to her. I was actually in the begging side. But what happened to that customer? She turned up to take that order and she reordered again. She's still my customer for 5 years now. Last month, she joined my business. So what am I saying? The way you treat people, the way you serve people will make them to come back to you. So this is a business that involves people. You will get team members. You will get nagging team members. You get team members that will support you. You get customer that will... But please, we are here to serve. If you serve more people, you will be successful. This business is a business to serve. All right. The next thing is about consistency and persistence. How consistent are you? Are you that person that today you wake up with your business, you don't do nothing. Tomorrow, 1 week, you are leaving this business unattended. This is a business of consistency. Your consistency today will help you become successful, in the sense that I've seen lots of people in my business today, because they follow me on Facebook. They watch me for 5 years. I have a lady last month. She actually joined me after 5 good years. 5 years. I don't know whether she's here, Sophie. After 5 years, she joined me because she has seen that I'm consistent. She has seen all my travel. She has seen what the business is doing for me. So in this business, you need to be consistent. I know it takes a while. My own journey might be different from you, but please, I am begging you, be here. James has been here for years. Ernesto has been here for years. People have been in this network for 30, 40 years. So it is a business of consistency. It's a business that you'll be here. There is no way health and wellness will actually go away in this world as far as we are living. So this is a business that is come to stay. For me, till their kingdom come, I am still with Juice Plus. I love this business. I love the company. I love every community. I love everybody in this company. So I'm not going anywhere. I am still consistent in what I do. I do it because when you are consistent, you do it every day. What happens is that you will become successful. People that didn't believe in you when you started, those negative people that deleted you, those negative people that blocked you, they will come back because you are remaining consistent, you are persistent in what you do. You find out that they will come back and say, you know what, sign me up. I want to test this, your product. I see you looking good. I see you feel it. They will, because you are persistent, you are consistent, they will actually come back to you and join you. So therefore, please, don't ever leave your business. In one quote, before I close, I will tell you that, you know what, when I joined this business, I was dreaming big. I didn't even know my first pay in this business was 42 pounds, but I was aiming higher. I was looking higher. So I will encourage you today. I know you might get 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. It's up to you. But you know what? This company have given you, a chance to actually make a difference in your health, in your wealth. Never stop dreaming. Dream leads to goals. Goals lead to action. When you take action, it leads to, sometimes you make mistake. It can be a failure for you, but that failure leads to you learning a lesson. And when you learn that lesson, what do? That lesson will lead you to success. Still, thank you so much. And please, I beg you, this is a business that stays to rent. Please be here till thy kingdom come. Bye.
Oh, Florence, Constance, thank you so much. That was absolutely incredible. Do you know, this is the first time I've ever heard you speak where you're speaking on more like an informal sharing basis like this, where you're talking to us very intimately. And it was so powerful. You have shared such amazing things today, and I'm really grateful. You talked so deeply, so personally. That was fantastic. Everyone, put down your takeaways from that, because that was just superb. And let's just give a big shout out to Constance. I mean, she made a huge effort to be here with us today. She just, you know, I know that she's got a lot going on today, but she chose to be here with us to make it happen. And we're so grateful, Constance. You are an absolute star. Now, I think that you've got a guest on, and
yes,
we've got Florence, who is a nurse. And Florence, we would love, as we just finish off, we would love to hear your story, Florence, just for like a last closing 2 minutes. Florence, if you could come on. If she's there, I can see her now. Yes, Florence, so you're so welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell us a little bit about your story.
Thank you so much for the invitation, and I'm really humbled. My name is Florence Luboa Osigwe. I'm a nurse by background, and I currently work as a clinical site manager at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital. I've been in Juice Plus for under 2 years. I'm a wife, a mother of one, and more on the way. So when I joined Juice Plus, I only joined because I needed energy. So, and that's all I needed. But I ended up buying so many products, and I did not need to be convinced about the products because I understood what fruits, vegetables, and berries do to the body at cellular level. So I started taking the products and I started promoting the products right away. So I had a lot of testimonies from myself. I had the energy, and at that time I just had major abdominal surgery. And you all know what it's like if you've had major abdominal surgery. They're cutting through the 3 layers of the skin. So because I had started the products, that really, really helped me recover so fast. And I had so much energy. So going back to work, I didn't really need to convince people because I'd already become the product of the product. I had so much energy. I was always moody in the evenings, especially, you know, when you're running a site and it's so target oriented, you get to a point where you're not patient. You start screaming at people and most of it is because we're tired. So I was screaming at people, yelling and doing all sorts of things, but I didn't realize that it was because I was tired. But they now noticed I wasn't yelling anymore. So they asked me what happened. So I started telling them about the products. So that way I started getting people buy the products. I'd lost so much weight from what I was before, and it was so noticeable because I used to get myself weighed on the wards. So the nurse that was weighing me knew that I was losing weight. So, and then I got customers that way. So what has really helped me grow in the business, initially, I made sure I attended all the Zooms. So I urge everyone, if you just join the business, attend the Zooms, stay close to your upline, be teachable, because you get people that are not teachable. So I tried to learn as much as I could. Though in the beginning, I used to find some of the Zooms overwhelming because all these big terms I didn't understand, but I stayed there. So within 4 months, I was able to hit 4 promotions. And it wasn't because I was working hard to hit the promotions. I was just busy sharing the products. So my first customer actually was a cleaner that had come to clean the office. And she bought the premium capsules as well as the Omega because she noticed what had changed with me. So I had doctors buy the products, I had cleaners, it was everyone's security. And they were giving various testimonies. So I also made sure I understood more about the products so I could be more effective sharing the products. So what has made me grow is being compassionate, listening to people, being very, very attentive to people's needs, because sometimes people may be telling us some things, but we're not attentive. So you miss what you need to hear from people. People may be telling you that they're tired. I had nurses on a cardiology ward saying they're very tired because the monitors were so loud and the noise on the ward was so intense and they couldn't turn the monitors on because they needed the monitors to be on to monitor the patients. So most of them went onto the uplift so they could get the energy to carry on through the shifts. So what I would like to encourage everyone to do is be teachable, attend the Zooms. And if you have customers, check up on them. I've had customers that have been with me for as long as I started the business. They've not gone anywhere. They kept buying their products, and also personal development. You cannot get that if you're not attending the Zooms, because in the Zooms, you get to listen to what other people are going through. And I've found that as you keep growing, the more you grow, the more client base you have and the more team members you get. You need to be resilient as well. It builds up the resilience. So that has really helped me. I've stayed so close to Constance that I call her at whatever time. I've also got an accountability partner. I link up with Olivia. It's a very good business that you can approach anyone at any time. My husband's very supportive. He was one of my first team members, and initially he didn't believe so much in the business, but what I did every time I was on the Zoom, I played it loud that he could hear. So when he saw my first pay, he was actually shocked, wondering what they were paying me for, because as far as he was concerned, I was just on the phone talking to a couple of people. So that actually also helped me grow, because I had the support that I needed. And most of the times we forget our customers. We don't check up on them as often as we should. I've had customers that have now turned into team members. I've got one of them here, Betty. She had bought the products, watched my journey. She's known me for ages. So she saw the changes, and that's what got her to get the products. So it is a very good business. As I said earlier on, I'm a registered nurse, and I've never had more satisfaction than I've had doing this business. Life has purpose now. I've always had people come up to me asking various things. This has given me an opportunity to talk to people, but then also offering a product. So if you find it, people say we don't have time. I'm a very busy person. I'm a wife. I keep my house intact. I'm a worship leader. I go to church every Sunday. Then the work is so busy. You're dealing with targets all the time, and I do long days. But I've still been able to find the time to do this business. We all have the same 24 hours. And we find that we do so many funny things within our time. So it's helped me manage my time better. It's helped me look at myself in a different way, believe in myself. It's just changed me into a whole different person, because I needed a nutritional whole food supplement that would help me. And this has served everything. I have people calling me from all over. And all my friends actually got the products. So that meant that there was something that they could see that was different in me that got them to join either the business or buy the products. So it's the best business. If you think about it, we refer everything. I've been recommending hairdressers, makeup, and all that. But now I'm recommending whole food nutritional supplements. It's really helped me, especially in this period where a lot of us are looking for an extra income or looking for company. I've met all the incentives the company has put out just because of the pure dedication to this business. And I can't trade it for anything else. I can see myself doing this for as long as I live, because it's brought meaning into my life. And it's really helped me. I just wish my mom was here, because when I was little, she used to force us to take omega, and that was a fish best, and I hated it. And I hated taking them. But I wish she was around to realize that I love my omega now. It's 5 different omegas, not just the one that she used to give us, and it's not fish best. So the products are excellent. And I don't know people that are not on the products what they're waiting for, because without these products, I don't think I'll be as energetic as I am now, and it's done a lot to me. So thank you, Juice Plus. You don't know what you're doing for us. I don't do any extra shifts, like bank shifts, pick up extra shifts. These supplements that I just do my regular shifts, and the rest of it, I'm doing Juice Plus. So it's also another way of getting that extra money without chasing all the shifts and being constantly tired and not being productive when you need to be. I think I'll stop here, otherwise just have so much to say. But
you have been absolutely amazing, and I think that is a beautiful way to finish our call today. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for sharing so much from the heart. What an incredible story. Thank you. Thank you to all of our speakers today. Absolutely epic what people give. Thank you for participating. If you're still here, which you are, we've still got 99 people on the call, give yourself a pat on the back. What a vote of confidence you've given yourself in your own future. We absolutely love doing these calls. Thank you for supporting them. I will be posting the recording back with all of the speakers. I'll also put it on the NMD page so that can be distributed. But everyone have a wonderful weekend, enjoy fireworks, and we look forward to seeing you if you're coming to our incredible conference in Birmingham on Saturday, November the 19th. So thank you everyone so much. Really look forward to seeing you soon, and bye for now. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.